Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Do, do. Do, do, do. Are we going live yet? Oh, we are. Oh, we are. Oh, we're going live. Going live. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boom. Let's do that. Do 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 do. Let's bring you up here. Hello, everybody. Oh, cool. Hi, sorry, I'm just getting the last few bits of housekeeping going. Dumbboy Brawl Stars, can't wait for my heat. Yeah, Thavish, what's happening, man? It's going great. I'm just really excited for today's competition. Got a new feature we're rolling out. Very pumped about that one. In the Twitch chat, newspaper first. Well done. First on Logics with those hype sub emotes. Thanks again for the sub, Logics. Today's gonna be lit. We need to go and start getting everyone into the stuff. You forgot about the picks. Oh, I did. You're right, Thavish. I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. A lot of things happening. Okay, at Malik. You're on standby anyway. T-Clap Storm is in with some hype. What's up, T-Clap, man? How you doing, brother? Hold on, let me reload this because I should not be seeing host in Super League anymore. Boom, there we are. There we are. And the YouTube is up. All right, everything is going. Death Eye, sup, Rich? What's up, Death Eye? Yeah, Heat 3 is going to be wild. Want to do commentary for CRL West this season? I don't know. Will I? Musty saying, hey, what's up, dude? What's up, brudda? Let's go ahead and get into our, let me see. Let's put out the notice that we need to start getting people into the club. If you're not already in the club, there's the club tag link. Go ahead and jump into the club. Up in the club. Let me go ahead and get in there myself, see what's happening. Up in the club. Our host for our first set is going to be Drazorak. So, Drazorak, if you want to start getting the group going, it's going to be a fun day today, guys. It's going to be a fun day. Guys, we have two big new rules today. Drazorak first. Because it's a new meta, because we have new updates, there are 0 banned brawlers. Nobody is banned. But what we have banned is using the same brawler more than once per set. If you haven't read the rules, the new updated rules are on the Discord. Make sure you've read those before we get started today. But it's going to be huge. You are only allowed to use a brawler once per set, per heat, per finals, whatever you want to call it. So we actually have a whole menu keeping track of that today. There are rules for if you violate that, and that's on everybody. So make sure that gets discussed. Here is the lineup for Heat number 1, so let's go ahead and make sure everyone is getting in there. I'm going to go in here and start making some announcements. Heat 1 starts in 10 minutes. Let's see, Zach the Mudkip, at Nighttime Clasher. At I Want to Play. There we go. At OMG. What is OMG's? You know, I don't know what OMG's. Let's go with the at Lame Pen. I know how to put you in there. At Husky. At Logix. I think Logix is already here, but I'm going to at you in this anyway, bro. Don't at me. I will at you right now. At HBK Carlos, who... what are the bets that HBK doesn't actually show up, guys? Anyone taking bets on that one? That he's not here on time? At Payless Jimmy, who I saw was in the... who I saw was in the chat, in the... whatchamacallit? In the Discord. At Drazorak, of course. And then, who was what's OMG's account? Technically, people's account does not match their in-game name. Get your IGN going, bruh. Let's see, OMG. What's OMG's name on here? Oh, Honey Bacon. At Honey Bacon. Boom. All right, let me come back to the chat. Who is hosting Heat 1? Zach the Mudkip is here. Heat 1 is being hosted by Drazorak. Drazorak is hosting Heat 1. Guys, I'm really excited about the new features we're rolling out today. Got some last-minute work done, and it's not as pretty as it's going to be, but it's kind of pretty, dude. It's fairly pretty. Hashtag Narnia from Death Eye. Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a place. You have to get there through a wardrobe, from what I've heard. T-Clapstorm. This is one in the beginning. I missed Enchanting in full frontal. Slaton guide on me. What a super duo. Oh, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much indeed. I'm glad you like us. Oh, also need my IGN to Lame Jalapeno. Oh, cool. Oh, so I need to go ahead and update that here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and update that over here. That's going to be a little bit long. Lame jalapeno. Oh, that'll work. That works. Boom. Updated. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Updated. Look at that. Hey, everybody. What time is it here? It is 1:54 p.m. here in Los Angeles, the City of Angels. And we are getting ready for this really super exciting Slaton Showdown X. We've now hit Roman numerals. That's so crazy. It's going so fast. Guys, as a big reminder today, there are no banned brawlers, but you are banned from using the same brawler more than once per set. So a little extra strategy being added to this thing. I'm really excited for what impacts that might have. One thing it's going to cut down on is seeing the same brawler 50 times in a row, like the Pam Fests or the Leon Fests. So if you think you're like, oh, I want to bust out some Pam, you better figure out, make a good choice of when. You want to bust out your Leon? Well, you get one shot, one opportunity to use that Leon. So I am pumped about that. Tell you what. And then we have a very cool little menu where we're keeping track of making sure you don't break the rules. Let's see, Drazorak, can you give me an update on Discord on how things are going with getting our first... Oh, T-Clap, you joined the server. Thanks, bro. Can I get an update on how things are going getting our first heat ready? Let me go back into here. Let's go to here. Please post screenshots here. Bum bum ba da bum bum bum. All right, Drazorak, can you send me a screenshot, please, of who is in so I can start doing my roll call and getting people in here? By the way, we have a standby list, so if you're having trouble getting on there, we do have options available potentially on standby to get into the Slaton Showdown 10. I cannot wait to unveil our new feature. I think you guys are going to find it really cool. I put some work on it, had some help because I didn't know how to make it happen entirely. But it's pretty rad. Do do do. Do do do. Alright. Oh, so 5 of 10 are here. Logix, Palis, Zach and Lame. So 5 of 10 are currently in. So we are missing Nighttime Clasher. Guys, if you are currently in the stream, you might be getting bumped into Heat 1 because we are missing a number of players. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. Let's see. So we currently have Logix, Palis, Zach, and Lame Jalapeno are currently all in, which means at Nighttime Clasher, where you at? Ba-da-ba. At I want to play. Where are you? At Honey Bacon. Where are you? HBK Carlos isn't here. I am thoroughly shocked. And we're missing at Wusky Husky. How do I get in on this? T-Clap. The registration info is on the Discord. Go ahead and throw your in-game name into the SSX registration channel, and I'm going to put you. You're going to be on standby. You might be in for Heat 1, depending on if people are not here on time. So stand by for sure. Get yourself signed up. Any new design for SS11? Maybe. Maybe. We have some things happening, bruh. Hi, can I go here from Jifbug? Yeah, go to the Discord and sign up. Read the rules. Why am I... There should not be any sound coming back through. Oh, that's what that is. There's a little feedback. T-Clap is going to be put into standby, and he might be getting bumped into Heat number 1. So let's go ahead and add T-Clap to standby. T-Clap going into standby right now. Vincent TV, I'm Bisca. I think you meant to say I'm back, but you know, maybe I don't know. You might have been trying to say I'm Bisca. I don't know, dude. Yeah, T-Clap, you are on the standby list. And you might be getting bumped very soon into the actual first heat. Anybody who's watching right now, notice I'm just going to make a note here. Here are the players that are currently not in. I'm removing the players who are currently not in. So I might be adding people to from standby to that in just a couple of minutes here. People have like about a 5-minute. Yeah, one dumb boy. I might move you up. I definitely might move you up. Still at 5. Standby I, sir. 7DV is on. Thanks, man. And Vincent TV, I'm back. There you go. There you go. You got it right this time. Well, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and grab the players who are currently not here for their heat and move them to the bench for the time being. Wait, I thought, did we switch? Oh, Darby, is Darby here? Because I think Darby actually has to be put into Heat 1, is that correct? Did I just forget to do that correctly? Let's go into the registration. Oh yes, Darby asked for Heat 1. Darby is in Heat 1. Is Darby here? At Heroes, are you here? You asked for Heat 1. Didn't even remember that. HPK Carlos actually is supposed to be in Heat 3. Mega Legend, you can join. Go ahead and jump into the Discord, read the rules, and sign up, and we will put you into the standby list. Drew, can I join? Yeah. I'm going to link the Discord one more time. Go to the Discord, read the rules, sign up in the SSX registration sign-up section after you've read the rules, and we will put you on standby. And some people, we're going to be using standby today, for sure. So, let's see. I'm going to call it right now. T-Clap, you are in. We're going to move you into one of the open spots because people are too late. So, T-Clap Storm, make sure that you're in the club so that we can, so it's easy to invite you. But yeah, let's move T-Clap into the into one of the open spots. We are going to be really pulling from the standby list today because people were not on it for their signups. Yeah, guys, we will definitely be using a lot of standby today. So, Drew, yeah, I mean, we can post a link. It just makes it way easier if you join the club for the duration of the tournament. You can jump in and then jump back out. It's very common. A lot of the pros do it that way. It just makes it easier for us to organize invites and have the spectates operate appropriately. Right. Tyrant Star is here. Okay, Tyrant Star, who, if I remember correctly, is our defending champion. Yeah, our defending champion, Tyrant Star, has made it. So happy to see him back in there. We're going to go ahead and add him back into the list. Got a new follow there. Who was that? Let's go ahead and go to this side. Oh, Drew, thank you very much for the follow, man. Appreciate it. There we go. Game screen not going on over here. I don't know why it wasn't happening. Yep, everything's working. Everything's working. Fantastical. Roll call update. People should be ready for it to happen since it happens same time every week. Yeah, they really should. Yeah, Drew, it's open, so you can just jump right in, man. No worries there. T-Clap is in. All right, so we should now. I mean, I wonder what happened to. Where did Darby go? He requested Heats 1 specifically. Darby. All right, one dumb boy. You wanted to be moved up into Heat 1. Get my cheeks clapped. Who knows, man? Cheek clap. Get his cheeks clapped. Slaton Showdown 10 coming to you very soon, guys. We will definitely have standby players playing today, but if you don't get in, of course, next week is Slaton Showdown 11. We do this every week. You get a chance to win money. Money, money, money. Money from being dope at Brawl Stars. Brawl Stars. So get on in that. Get on in the action, guys. Let me take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Darby is still... Usain Bo, did you sign up? Did you read the rules and sign up in registration? Did you read the rules and sign up in the registration channel? Because I'm not seeing anybody called Usain Bo in the registration channel. The Slaton Showdown. Guys, make sure you read the tab Slaton Showdown Rules, because there are rules to this bad boy. Cool. We're going to move one dumb boy into heat number 1, guys. Read the rules. All the info is there, brudda. Man, people are like asking me questions that are listed in a very clear document. Dakota, hey, what's up, man? How are you? Good to see you. Okay, Usain Bo has signed up. There we go. You know what? So here's what's going to happen right now. We are moving one dumb boy into Heat 1. Carlos, you are going to be moved into Heat 2. And Usain Bo, you are going to be moved into Heat 1. Darby is going into our Where the Heck Are You list. So let me go ahead and do some changes here. And we'll get this thing started here in just a moment. One dumb boy is moving out of Heat 2 into Heat 1, so go ahead and join one dumb boy. And Carlos, aka CarJ001, you're moved into Heat 2. And Usain Bo, you have now been moved into Heat number 1. So congratulations, Usain Bo. Dakota, yes, please get on standby. Absolutely. Go for it. So that should be the list right now. We should be getting info on making sure that everyone is in. If you're not already in the club, jump in the club, guys, and we want to get this thing kicked off. We are 3 minutes or 8 minutes, depending on how you go, behind on getting Heat number 1 kicked off. Make sure you've read the rules. There's no teaming, there's no spinning, and you can only use a brawler once per heat. So ignorance of the rules is not an excuse. If you didn't read the rules and you get dinged for it, well, that's on you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's put Dakota into our standby list. Let's see. Do something real quick. All right, just getting things organized, guys. One of these days, organization will be super easy. Everyone will show up on time. Nothing will be a problem. Let's see, who are we missing there? We have Drazorak. We have Zach. Oh, didn't we take Darby out? Because Darby's not here. Thank you, T-Clap. Just trying to get this thing all going, man. Okay, so we're missing Darby. That's the problem. Oh, I did bench Darby. Who did I move in to replace Darby? It's not HBK Carlos. It's hold on. Darby is getting moved out of Heat 1, which he should have been already. And Dakota, you are in. You are getting called up, Dakota. So let's put Dakota into Heat 1. go ahead and do that. Dakota in Heat 1. Let's go ahead and get Dakota invited. And we can finally kick off Heat number 1. I'm very excited about this. We have so many fun things we're doing today. Grim Reaper. Hello, Grim Reaper. How are you? It's good to see you. This is the Slaton Showdown 10. We'll be kicking off the action here in just a minute. Just trying to get all of our ducks in a row. Shockingly enough, ducks don't want to line up. That's kind of weird. Let me just do this. 1 second. And we should have this thing ready to fire. Taking so long. Do you got Crow? Nope, I don't. I have 0 legendaries because I have not yet put any money into boxes, and the legendary roll has not paid off yet. But I think Dakota is in. So hold on. Are we full/ready? Bum bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum, and let me just do something here real quick. All right. We should be just about ready here, folks. Full. Okay. Excellent. This is very exciting, guys. We might actually have some Brawl Stars action today. So I am pretty pumped about that. Are you pumped about that? First map is Hot Point. So let's queue up Hot Point so that we can do some super cool action in the universe of the Stars of Brawl. Guys, we have our beautiful scoreboard, a new feature rolling out here. We're only 13 minutes behind. You know, 8 if you count the 5-minute grace period. So, you know, not too bad. Not too bad. Hopefully we can get Heat 2 off to a decent start because, oh boy, come on. You know, when I up the prize pool, I bet no one will be late. Is this attorney? Person whose name is very yellow and so it's impossible to see. Where's Rinse? Yes, it is. It is the Slaton Showdown 10. It's the only, that I know of, solo showdown tournament in existence, and you can win money playing it. So there's our first heat, getting ready to kick off here. Of course, there's the Discord. Guys, by the way, if you want to support the stream, oh, we are starting. Kaboom. Go ahead and enjoy and follow me on Twitter and then post about this thing. I actually need to go ahead and post out the link to this here in a moment. But first, let's kick off heat number 1. Let's get into our action. Wow, that transition did not work out as well as I liked. Here we go. Now on the automatic spectate. Whoa, a lot of people seem to be watching. Is that people spectating live right now? That's pretty wild. All right, down to our top 9, and I believe that was Tyrant Star going out early. How do I join? Go to the Discord, and you can join there. You can read all about the rules and such. Drazerac going with Daryl the Barrel. Remember, you can use each brawler only one time. We're on Brawl TV right now. Very cool. That's exciting, Axel. I'm pretty pumped about that. Now, I think I should be on Brawl TV. You know what I'm saying? Like this actual stream, but is what it is. Dakota goes out to Drazerac, so down to our top 8 now. Drazerac up at 4 cubes as Daryl the Barrel. Usain Bo making his debut here as a Colt. Trapped on the outside by Lame Jalapeno. Does have a super up. Payless Jimmy takes out T-Clap Storm early down to our top 7. Everyone now in the money. Payless Jimmy pulling his bow out for the first round. Zach, who's been on the podium before, hiding out with a bull in the middle of nowhere. We'll see how that works out. Hot Point, a strange map for a bull, but you know, maybe just trying to get bull out of the way. Who knows? Zach goes down, does get 1 point though. Dumb Boy trapped right now between Drazerac and Lame Jalapeno. In a lot of trouble. Does have a super down, but down to 1438. And just not able to recover at the moment. Logic's keeping him on with the poison. Down to 675. He goes down. Drazerac and Dumb Boy both go down. Logic's with a fantastic A bit of work there to get 2 eliminations, up to 5 cubes right now. Pulling out Crow early on. I like Crow as a choice on this map. Payless Jimmy has gotten into the top 4 right now. Takes an unnecessary hit of damage from the poison. Trying to circle around and really put the pressure on Usain Bo. I think that was not the correct move. They're getting that tight on a Colt. Just trying to push the lane there. You know, a lot of dodging could have happened. And now we seem to have a bit of a freeze. Oh, there we go. And we lost action for a moment there. Usain Bo in his debut takes first in the opening round. So very exciting work there, Usain Bo. The big news, though, last week's winner in his debut, Tyrant Star, out first. So very exciting action. Big Chungus on YouTube. Hello. Thanks for jumping in on the YouTube chat here. We're getting our scores in just a moment. Can I please get a screenshot into the Discord for our records, please? The screenshot result. Please post screenshot in the SSX Reg channel. Is it too late to join? No, it is not. We do have a lot of standby list, and I bet we've already pulled like 4 people from standby today, or 3 people from standby today, so go ahead and sign up. And then you might be able to get in on standby for Heat 2 or Heat 3. This is the first of 3 heats today. And of course, that will all be followed by our, whatchamacallit? Our finals, obviously. There we go, getting our results. And then I remember, please, someone remind the players that you can only use each brawler 1 time. That's one of our rules here, 1 time for each brawler. Oh, we need to go ahead and change that up, I just realized. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do that. Let's go over here. Let's do that. Let's go over here. Oh yeah, we have to do a little bit of housekeeping here, fellas, because of things taking so long. Give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and do that. And then let's do this and this. And then let's also go ahead. Oh, cool. They're being updated. Are they being updated appropriately? Yes, they are. All right, guys, give us 1 second before we start our next round. Next round should be queuing up here in just a moment. Rolling out this new feature might be a little slower than we've had in the past, but I'm pretty excited about it overall. While we're looking at that, here's your score, your set of scores after 1 round, and of course you see Usain Bo, which by the way, I just realized how great that name is. Usain Bo currently at the top of our leaderboard, so very nice work from Usain Bo, who by the way didn't go with Bo to open up the action, going with Colt instead, so very, very nice work. Usain Bo kicking things off here. Just double checking one thing as we get ready for heat number 2. Things moving a little slower this time. Let's go ahead and queue up heat number 2, guys, or round number 2 of heat 1. Logic's coming out with a Crow, and one Dumb Boy playing a Bo as well. I believe that's our correct list, and check out our new feature today, everybody. Now you can see what everyone has played. Remember, you're only allowed to play a single brawler 1 time in a given heat. So, let's go ahead and queue up round number 2. So the new rule in effect today: you're allowed to play a brawler once per heat. And this is where we're keeping track of all that information. And we are starting round number 2. I will give you guys some more information, those of you asking about it in the chat, after this round is over. For now, though, let's jump into our second round here in the opening heat. So Usain Bo, our current leader, switching it up, going Piper on this fairly open map. A brave choice. We'll see how Usain Bo pays off with that one. It's just random. Yes, that is absolutely correct. According to our rules, if we're in a bonus round in the finals, all brawlers are reactivated. I believe that. Let me double check the rules, but I believe that's what I wrote. Whatever I wrote is what we're doing, by the way. That's how it goes. All right, thank you very much for the follow, whoever that was. I will check in just a minute when we're not in the middle of the action. Dakota goes out first here. Drazorak going with Crow this time, and a very nice elimination. Logic's going with Bo this time around. Rob's going from Crow to Bo. One Dumb Boy goes out as Gene. Payless Jimmy with a nice Shelly elimination. And T-Clap goes down. Spike out. Usain Bo still currently alive, but getting pushed by Tyrant Star. Payless Jimmy in a lot of trouble. Drazorak as a Crow. Putting some poison pressure on. And there you have it. Payless Jimmy is out. Down to our top 6 now. Drazorak sitting on 4 cubes as a Crow. And Tyrant Star doing a good job not taking too much damage from Usain Bo's Piper. Piper now trying to dodge against Zach, pulling his Pam out. And this is a good map for Pam to pull out. And there you go. Pam taking her spot in the top 5. A lot of Crows on this map again, so it means not as many Crows later in the day or later in this heat. So people kind of burning through their Crows right now. Very, very interesting. Superstar Gaming YouTube says, hello, Rich Slaton, how's the Clash Royale update? It's pretty cool, man. I'll be doing some Clash Royale stuff next week, but right now we're talking about Brawl Stars. Zach is stuck in the corner. Tyrant Star keeping the pressure on, and Zach's just pinched. Nowhere to go. It's the Storm or the Crow, and the Crow takes the kill. Down to our top 3 right now. Drazorak and Logic's battling at the bottom. Crow versus Bo. Tyrant Star up to 8 right now. Last week's winner in a good position to probably take at least 3, if not 5 points in this round. He'll definitely take 3, should take 5, and plays a little cheeky there and does finally get the win. Tyrant Star coming in first place in this heat, or in this round, in round number 2. So very exciting round. We'll get our scores going in a moment. So let's go to the chat for a second. Big Chungas in the YouTube chat says, join your Discord, and how many trophies do you got? I'm at like 5,500 right now. I'm like at 5.5K for my trophies. Nothing super great, nothing super terrible. Robbie Dixon says, hi. Hello, Robbie Dixon. Welcome to the stream, man. If you guys want, you can go to the Discord. Make sure, if you want to play in the tournament, read the rules. We have some very specific rules here for this tournament. There are 3 heats, and there are 5 rounds for the early heats. Yeah, so guys, the entire description of how this tournament functions is in the Discord under Slaton Showdown Rules. You can make sure you understand every piece of how this thing functions. The opening heats have 5 rounds. The finals is a little bit longer at 6. How you sign up is there. Should I re-download the game? Absolutely. Go ahead and re-download. It's a lot of fun, man. Clash Royale is a great game. I play it. I play it pretty much every day. Need some water, brother. So our scores should be coming here in just 1 second. Let me take a look at that. And we do have our scores after 2 rounds. Man, that transition graphic is malfunctioning today after 2 rounds. Usain Bo still in the lead, but Tyrant Star jumps into the top 5 with a very, very nice play in that second round. So good work for both of those players. Of course, Tyrant Star taking first place last week. We're going right now to take a look at all of our brawler information. So let me go ahead, and we're getting that plugged in at the moment. If you guys want to help everything run just a little bit faster, guys, we are looking for volunteers to help with some of the admin stuff when you're not in a heat. So, you know, on times when you're not in a heat, you can go and help out with certain things like keeping track of brawlers and plugging stuff into things. So if you want to be a part of that, hit me up in Discord on the DMs. Slide into my DMs, dog, and we can do it. And Lame Jalapeno coming in with a Crow. Dakota playing Brock, and I believe that should be everybody. And here we go. There's your brawler use after 2 rounds. Let's go ahead and queue up our 3rd heat, our 3rd round. So a lot of Crow being used so far. 4 of our possible Crows are out. So, you know, people definitely, yeah, different brawlers per game. That's the new rule this week. I really like that rule a lot. I think it's going to create some really interesting things competitively. And also make some choices, right? Now as you get into rounds 3, 4, and 5 of this heat, people know, oh, maybe I can make some choices knowing that I'm not going to face Crow, for example. But let's see what choices people made going into round number 3. And no surprise there, already seeing a little bit of Bull. Very popular map for Bull. Can we please get on? I especially could have it go to automatic automatically. You know what I'm saying? Could automatic be automatic? Tyrant Star and Dakota facing off inside. Dakota takes a lot of damage. Tyrant Star does as well. Tyrant Star chooses to back out, though, and give the center to Dakota. So Dakota in a great position here to potentially take control of the game. It's very often on this map that it's a big, beefy Bull on the inside who ends up taking the victory. Painless Jimmy taking out T-Clap Storm. Usain Bo eliminates one dumb boy. So very difficult early moments here of this third round. Down to our top 7, everyone here earning points. Tyrant Star, not where a Crow wants to be on this, or a Bull wants to be on this map, trapped on the outside between distance brawlers. Usain Bo doing a good job keeping Tyrant Star on the outside. Supers and boom, Tyrant Star, Bull down, but Dakota, look at that. On the inside of the map, up to 5 right now, and will probably hit at least 6, probably 7. Logic's trying to do everything he can to keep Dakota from getting those last cubes, or at least make Dakota make a mistake potentially, but so we'll see if that strategy does pay off. Dakota does one shot, playing it nice and slow here. Drazorak and Usain Bo on the bottom right-hand corner of our screen. Usain Bo, currently our leader, looking to add a few more points to his score. Everyone in the money right now, or sorry, everyone in the points right now at our top 6. Dakota did get those last 2 cubes, so now you just have a big, beefy Bull here. Dakota in a great position to at least get into the top 2, potentially get a victory here. Painless Jimmy pushes on Drazorak, and it works out. So Bull continuing to be really, really nasty. Zach the Mudkip saying, one dumb boy spun on me. I didn't see the spin, Zach. I'll have to review it when I go through the tape later. Please clip that if you want to, and I'll look over that later. Was he spinning like a BM, or was he spinning like a teaming thing? Don't worry about it till after. Okay, so down to our top 5. I don't see the club on Brawl Stars. There's the club, guys, if you need the club information. Zach says it was a teaming move. Very interesting. Very curious to see what that's like. Logic's Usain Bo, Painless Jimmy, Dakota just letting everyone else fight it out. Smart move by Dakota. He's getting ready to push. There he goes. Dakota now up at 10. Painless Jimmy going to try to push, but Dakota should have this thing done. And Dakota takes the win here in heat number 3, and I'm really loving the variation that we're getting right now by having all these this rule where we can only use a brawler once per heat. I think it's really, really fun. It's really exciting. One dumb boy in the YouTube chat saying I didn't even spin what. So we'll talk about, of course, we'll go and look into all those things later. Guys, I need to put this into the official rules. If you do at any point have a claim, a rules claim, make sure you clip that and inform me of it. I'll look at clips, but I can't be going through stuff live, obviously. It's a little bit more difficult to do it that way. Scores coming in right now. Very nice work from Dakota. So we should have our leaderboards here in just one moment. Scores coming in. Let's look at our scores after 3 rounds. That graphic is really not performing correctly. Usain Bo with a top 4 finish, doing enough just to make it to stay on top of the leaderboard. Logic's consistently finishing in the top 4, though, sitting right now in number 3. Remember, the top 3 are guaranteed spots into the finals. It's then we have our wild card as well, and right now with 2 rounds remaining in this heat, the wild card is still wide open for people. We're gonna go ahead and get our brawler list. Let's go ahead and make sure. Let's start getting round number 4 queued up. I did not get the 3rd results yet. Let's see. Did we get round 3 results? Let's get those round 3 results. Okay, here come the round 3 results as they are queuing everything up. Let's see. Drazorak coming out with a Pam. Remember, guys, it's your responsibility to keep track of your use. If you make a violation, that's on you, man. So make sure that you guys are sticking to the rules and taking care of yourselves the entire way through. T-Clap Storm using Shelly as well. We're going to have these brawler updates here in just 1 second. And let's see, Logix came out with a Leon for Logix. So here you go, there's the brawler usage after 3 rounds. We should be just about ready to start our 4th round here. Getting my spectate ready to rock. All right, here we go, getting ready for round number 3 to kick off. So, again, a lot of Crows not going to be used here. Spike is still pretty hot and still pretty available, so is Leon. Have not seen a ton of Pam yet either, so very interesting so far. Again, there is your leaderboard. Man, I need to work on that graphic because that was working. That transition graphic was working perfectly last week, and now it's all messed up. Getting our round number 4 about ready to kick off here. Oh, they are in matchmaking. Fantastic. Mini here changed the name to GMF0X, so we need to get that one taken care of. He needs to go in Death Eye. He needs to tell us about that in the Discord. But for now, let's get into round number 4. Why is that transition graphic all messed up? This is a quality idea. Thank you very much, Theo. I really appreciate it, man. We've had a lot of fun. This is the 10th one of these. It's pretty rad. Right now, Usain Bo and T-Clap both pushing the middle. Mama versus Baby Boy, and Mama comes out a little bit on top, but Usain Bo does get forced to the outside. T-Clap Storm going with a Colt and facing off Lame Jalapeno with Brock. We are going to see brawlers we don't usually see, I feel like, today because of the new rule. My thought about this new rule in the long run is that it will make people, when this turns into more of a professional type of tournament, people will be researching their opponent's tendencies and map usage and kind of planning out what they're going to use in advance. Razorback taking out Dakota Dynamite going down. So Dynamite, kind of a rough call on this map, and you can see it does not pay off here in the 4th round. Usain Bo in a lot of trouble. Tries to avoid, but gets caught between T-Clap Storm and a Spike. Our second Spike goes down. Tyrant Star eliminates Logic, and Payless Jimmy goes down as well. A lot of quick back-to-back-to-back eliminations. Zach barely avoiding that with his bow. So Zach staying alive. Tyrant Star now up to 4 with Leon. T-Clap still alive in the middle, but in a lot of trouble. Should get eliminated right here. One Dumb Boy as Anita gets that elimination. Razorback up to 5 cubes as the Spike. Yeah, sometimes you get pinched, man. That's the big thing. Drew with a big comment. Got hard pinched. Getting pinched is just brutal, man. That's part of playing any sort of Battle Royale game. Zach right now is getting pinched pretty bad. Lame Jalapeno, Tyrant Star have him trapped up against the poison. Zach just hoping to survive long enough to not be out in 5th. He does go out in 5th, so 1 point rather than 2, but Tyrant Star goes out. Does earn 2 points, so that's a big 2 points. Remember, the top 3 make our finals, or guaranteed. And then after that, everyone goes on to the, what's it called? The wild card. The wild card running. Lame Jalapeno at 1 cube, but still alive. Can he stay alive longer than One Dumb Boy? And he just barely does. Nice dodge by Lame Jalapeno. He's going to go down. Razorback will take first, but the story there was definitely Lame Jalapeno doing a great job just dipping to the outside, getting away from the action and living just long enough to get 3 points rather than 2. So that might be the difference for Lame Jalapeno between being out of those finals and being in the finals. 1 point can change everything. So we'll see here in just a moment as the scores come in. Let me take a look and see where we are on getting our scoring done. Yeah, scoring in the midst right now. What's the prize, and does the top 3 get prizes? Drew, the top 3 from each heat go to our finals. And then there's the 10th person in the finals is a wild card. The current prize pool is only $20. I'm going to be upping it fairly soon. I believe we're going to be getting some new, hopefully some new funds into this tournament here fairly soon. That can up that prize pool. So far, the prize pool is more of like a, hey, here's something to play for as we build this thing bigger and bigger. But I think we're reaching a point where the prize pool might be getting upped very, very soon. $20 is the prize pool. 10 goes to the winner, and then 6 and 4, I think is how it goes. But yeah, I'll be upping that pretty significantly fairly soon. We do have our scores in after 4 rounds. Looking at our round-by-round scoring, I'm so frustrated that graphic is not $20 per win. That's insane. Who thinks... It's only PayPal. Yeah, all the rules are on the Discord, guys. There we have the our current leaderboard. Drazerac has suddenly moved all the way up into first place with that big win here in the 4th round. And we're going ahead and getting our all of our brawler information updated. Payless Jimmy going with Daryl the Barrel this time. Zach with an H going with Bo. Dakota pulled out the Dynamite, which I think was a challenging choice, let's put it that way, to make on this specific map. T-Clap went with Colt. Tyrant Star, last week's champion, bringing out the Leon. One Dumb Boy. I liked the Nita play, and it did get him into the top 4. Not quite into our #1 spot, but still it was very nice. And Spike for Logic. So let's take a look one more time, just last look here at our leaderboard. Drazerac, Tyrant Star, and Usain Bo currently in the top 3, but look at that. Lame Jalapeno, Logix, and Payless Jimmy all nipping at their heels to make it into those top 3 spots. And Dakota, Zach, even One Dumb Boy is still potentially in the mix here, although kind of a long reach for him. Let's take a look at the brawler usage through 4 rounds. Oh, the matchmaking looks like it is up for round number 5, so let's jump into our 5th and final round of this heat. So here we go. Zach bringing out the Spike here in this 5th and final round, really making a push. Spike has been one of the better brawlers overall in this tournament throughout the weeks. Drazerac taking out T-Clap Storm, so one of my favorite Clash Royale players having a little trouble here in Brawl Stars solo showdown today. Zach and One Dumb Boy facing off over a box, and Zach chooses discretion is the better part of valor. Does not push that box. One Dumb Boy now up at 2. Dakota, though, trying to get One Dumb Boy off of that last cube. Dakota now up to 2 as well. Payless Jimmy hiding out as a primo. Tyrant Star in trouble. Usain Bolt and Lame Jalapeno have him pinched. Tyrant Star trying to dodge, does go out in 8th though, but Usain Bo goes out now as well in 8th place, so that puts Usain Bo's finals hopes in jeopardy at the moment. Drazerac pulling out Leon here in the final moments in our final round, so interesting choices here. This is a pretty good Leon map, lots of options. You see most people here on the map are going with more ranged brawlers. This has been kind of a rangy heat so far. No big surprises. Payless Jimmy choosing to go with El Primo. A strange choice. Payless Jimmy does make some strange choices, but now Drazerac goes out. So Drazerac in a lot of trouble. He will get points, but will it be enough to keep him in those top 3 spots down to our top 4? Everyone guaranteed 2 points or more. Lame Jalapeno. So now everyone's slowing down because they know what's at stake. Logix dodging the shots of Lame Jalapeno. The 4 quadrants are separated right now. Everyone kind of hanging out in their own spots. No one wants to go out. Remember, 3rd and 4th place both take home 2 points in this round. 2nd place gets 3 points, and 1st place a big 5 points. So everyone's kind of waiting right now, just holding off. No one really wants to push. This is really, really funny. You know, you kind of expected there would, I don't know if you expected there to be such a standoff here at this stage. Probably the biggest standoff we've seen. And now here you go. Logic's putting down the healing totem. Now the fireworks start flying. Everyone's trying to get eliminations done. Zach goes out. One Dumb Boy goes out. Lame Jalapeno goes down. Logix takes 5 in the 5th and final round of our opening heat. So the action stopped there for a second. We all got stalled out. Everyone waiting, no one wanting to be the first one eliminated. But then once the bullets started flying, it got crazy. And a lot of very quick eliminations all back to back to back. By the way, as we start getting the scores tallied for the rest of heat number 1, let's start getting heat number 2 organized. Would love to get that thing kicked off in relatively decent time. So Super Sai, hopefully, I don't know where Super Sai is. Hopefully Super Sai is here. Let's take a look Hello, it's a gecko. It's a Geico. It's a Geico gecko. All right, let's go ahead and see. Let me take a look at our scores. Okay, here we go. We have our scores after 5 rounds. And there you have it. Our top 3, Logix, Drazorak, and Lame Jalapeno, all guaranteed spots in the finals. And then we have 3 players making it onto the onto our wild card list. Payless Jimmy, Tyrant Star, and Usain Bo, all currently in the mix for the wild card at 8 cubes. So very exciting. Let's go ahead and we need to update our brawler information as well. Ruda B's doing a lot with the scoring. I guess the brawler information is a little bit hard to update as well. Is that the final? That is the final. That is our final list here. So let me just go ahead and confirm that no one doubled up on brawlers, because that's a very important rule as well. Zach went with Spike. Dakota went with Jesse. T-Clap went with Pam. Tyrant Star pulled out Nita. Lame Jalapeno went with Colt. One Dumb Boy also went with Colt. Usain Bo coming out with finally using a bow. Did not use a bow until here at the very end. Payless Jimmy pulling out a little bit of El Primo action. And it was Drazorak with Leon in the final round. So everyone obeyed the rule, which I'm really happy to see about. See, there you go. Let's take a look at the actual usage here. So as you can see, created a very interesting dynamic in the final round. You know, you didn't have Crow to contend with at all in the final round. Only 1 Leon at that stage. Only 2 Pams. So really did change some stuff. Let's go ahead and go back to our scoreboard here for a second. I'll go talk to the chat in just one moment. I just want to make sure we have all of our proper information in the finals. Logix is in the finals. Drazorak is in the finals. And Lame Jalapeno is in the finals. And currently in the wild card running, Tyrant Star, Usain Bo, and Payless Jimmy, all in the running for our wild card. All right, and that's the Slaton Showdown 10. Man, I really wish I need to figure out why that thing is not loading properly. So there you have. There's the brawler list. Let's come back over here. So that was our scores after round number 1. We're gonna go ahead and start organizing round number 2. Let's go reach out to Super Sai. Who's supposed to be running Heat 2. Let's go ahead and clear out our scoreboard from Heat number 1. Heat number 2, here's what's supposed to be our list for Heat number 2. So make sure that you guys are in the club. Gonna see if we actually have Super Sai here today. All right. Oh, Superstar Gaming. Heat 1 players also play in Heat 2. If 0 people show, if like we really get that desperate, I guess we could run people back if we get to the point where we're that empty. But let's first go ahead and take Fish Nugget. Hey, it's been a while, man. Fish Nugget, good to see you. Ruda, can you help me with trying to grab people from in the Discord and do our roll call here. Fish nugget. Do. All right. So, Heat 2, where you at? You are muted. Stop trying to invite me. It's not what's happening right now. All right, let's go and get our Heat 2 in here. At Megamark is supposed to be in Heat 2. At Ian is supposed to be in Heat 2. At I know I saw Axel here earlier. Previous winner, Axel Alvarez. Bum, bum, bum. Fish Nugget. Have you ever signed up before, Fish Nugget? Go ahead and read the rules of the Discord and sign on in, and then we'll put you on standby. And considering how it's been going today, you will probably get in here fairly soon. It's supposed to be... But I don't... It's supposed to be Super Sai leading this heat, but I have not seen Super Sai today. Does anyone from Heat 2 want to volunteer to run the heat? Anyone from Heat 2 at Swags? Thank you, Fish Nugget, for the follow, brother. Really appreciate it. Gmo is on. Oh yeah, let me go and see do some thanks to people who joined on in. Gmo, Fish Nugget, Theo Fawcett, Bowfishes. Guys, all you guys, thank you very much for the follows. Really appreciate it. We're just trying to make sure this thing runs up. Yeah. He's missing. Are you, Axel, are you in the stream right now? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Trying to get everybody who is signed up and ready to play this silly game. Man, I'm glad I had an extra hour to my schedule for this because, wow. Yeah, Drazorak, if only someone could tell us about being in the game, that would be the greatest thing in the world. It's what I've wanted for so long. Oh, Super Sai is here. Great, Super Sai. All right, so Super Sai, there we go. Super Sai is in. Here is our list. Let's get those invites going. I'm a cow, won't be able to make it. Big shocker. I'm a cow, won't be able to make it. All right, I'm a cow is out. I'm a cow often signs up and then doesn't make it. I'm a cow is actually going to be on the bench list now. That's what's happening. Because that's so many times now where I'm a cow signs up and then does not make a spot. So I'm a cow is on the benched list. Guys, if you have not signed up on standby yet, sign up on standby because we are going to have some open spots here. Gmo, what are you doing? We're doing a solo showdown tournament for Brawl Stars, man. All the information is there on Discord. Make sure that you read the rules, and then if you guys put your in-game name into the SSX registration channel, then you can be on standby, and I can almost guarantee you at least a few people will be in on standby. T-Clab, I'll put you at the bottom of the standby list. Yep. I'm going to get people who have not played yet in. Drew, what's a wild card? A wild card is the last person who gets in. Fish Nugget, you are now on the standby list. Go ahead and join the club, and you will probably be getting into one of our heats here. Go ahead and jump into the club. Supercell will be giving an update on roll call here in just a minute. Wild card, if you guys watch regular sports, is when someone is a team that didn't make the playoffs officially, gets into the playoffs by kind of like an extra thing. So the top 3 from each heat make it to our finals, but that's only 9 of 10 spots. The 10th spot, as according to our rules, if you read the rules, the 10th spot goes to the player who didn't make it an automatic top 3 bid, but who had the highest score at the end of their heat. So right now we have 3 players, Tyrant Star, Usain Bo, and Payless Jimmy, all have scores of 8. They are currently in the mix for the wild card. We have 2 more heats to go, and someone could tie them or win the wild card spot by not making the top 3, but having more points than 8. That's the wild card. Drew, no. Right now you are not involved. Hold on, Drew. What's your in-game name? Were you Insane Bo? Usain Bo? Missing Ian, Mega Noob, and Ruda B. Well, Ruda B should be jumping in there in just a moment, Super Sai. We'll get Ruda B in there. At Freezing Flame, yeah, dude, we have some new. Hold on, Drew. What's your IGN? Freezing Flame, you can still participate, man. You can, because we're gonna be going to standby in just a moment. Oh yeah, Usain Bo, you're still in the mix. You are in the wild card running, Drew. We just don't know if you're gonna make the finals yet or not. It's still up in the air. Freezing Flame, you can just go ahead and put your sign up in the SSX registration, and you'll be on our standby list. Because right now we don't have Ian. Oh, no time for me. Okay. Ian and Mega Noob are both currently missing from their heats. So Ian's going to get pushed back. Mega Noob being Mega Mark. Let's see. So right now... Oh, and Ruda's coming. Ruda's coming. There we go. Super Sai, can I... Who am I missing? Yeah, it happens. Getting pinched sucks, man. We've all been there. At Super Sai. Roll call screenshot, please. Everyone on the list is here. Okay. So do you have 2 open spaces or 3 open spaces right now? Because you have Zach, Carlos, My Life, Axel, Ruda, Yusuf, and Super Sai. You have 3 open spots. All right, we are going to the standby list. Fish Nugget, are you here? Fish Nugget, are you here? Guys, if you want to be in on the standby list, go to the Discord, sign up, read the rules, sign up in SSX registration, and you can be in. Thank you very much, Trump Train 2020. Thank you very much for the bits. Thank you very much for the bits. Can I be on standby list? Yeah. You're in the wildcard mix, but sure, we can throw you into the standby list at the bottom of it because you've already played. How are you, Rich? I'm good. Just trying to get this thing kicked off here, and people are taking their time. So, oh, thank you for the follow as well. I really appreciate that. Fish Nugget, are you still here? Oh, you are. Get in game, Fish Nugget, and you are getting moved into. Let me take a look at my standby list. Fish Nugget, you are, make sure that you are in the, I don't currently see you. Oh, there you are, Fish Nugget. Okay, so let's get Fish Nugget in. Fish Nugget is now going from standby to actually in the game. Fish Nugget is in game. Usain Bo, you're at the bottom of the standby list. Fish Nugget is in. Let's go back to the Twitch. Fish isn't here. Yes, he is. Fish is here. He's just not in this chat. Maruda B has played before Drazorak. Yeah, Drew, I might open that up. Just I need to see if there's players who have not played who are on the two standby spots in Heat 2. Send now. Hey, Drew, just relax for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. I'm trying to get people who have not played at all in, because I do not want to have repeats at all. But if I have to, I will. But just relax, man. People asked about signing up and then didn't actually sign up. Rinse. Oh, okay, Rinse. IGN. Okay. I believe we're going to be getting Rinse off of standby and into this round. All right, yes, Rinse is going to be in. All right, let's add Rinse in here. Come on, please. What is come on, please? I know, just trying to get this thing kicked off, man. It's just... This is why live events, especially people aren't actually physically in the space, can be so frustrating to run. But eventually... Oh yeah, what the heck? Where's Megamark? Where is Toxic Mod Mark? That really annoys me. Let's see. I'm trying to send someone to the moon. Yeah, LaRussa, I totally get what you're saying right now. We should be at 9 of our players. Doing a roll call here. Nighttime Clasher, Darby, OMG, Wusky Husky. I'm a Cow is out. Logix is crunched for time. That's frustrating. But we always go until 5, man, so... hold on, guys. Come on, let's get this thing going. Are you on Pacific Standard Time? Yes, I am. Hold on. Calling anybody from standby who has not played. Otherwise, we're about to just go. All right, so we are short 1. Fish Nugget is in. All right, so all the players who signed up for their heats and didn't show up are automatically benched for next week, and they're put into... They will be immediately standby, so none of them will have guaranteed spots next week. So So unfortunate for them, but them's the rules, guys. Last call to anybody, any new player viewing who wants to jump in from standby. Otherwise, I'm going to go to a repeat and bring in the first person who signed up from the standby list who already played was T-Clap. So I'm going to go to T-Clap next if no one else wants to go in. If T-Clap is still here, and if not, then it's going to be Usain Bo. I'm in the lobby. Where's Rinse? If you guys, well, Rinse, you're in, right? Missing one. All right. All right, Drew. Let's keep the chat positive, or I'm gonna put you on timeout, brother. Let's just keep everything positive. We're just here to have fun. It's a game that we play on our phones. You know what I'm saying? It's a game we play on our phones. But Usain Bo, stick around because from the way things are going, I have a feeling you'll make it into our third heat. Just have a pretty strong feeling, you know? It just is feeling like that. Let's go ahead and put T-Clap, getting his second shot into this heat, into heat number 2, and then we'll kick things off. Yeah, well, Usain Bo, you are on the standby list for Heat 3, and you'll probably get in because people are not showing up. Grrr. A lot of people are going to be on the bench next week. Yeah, and all people are repeat offenders here. And maybe T-Clap wouldn't shock me. I think T-Clap would be shocked himself if he won this time around. Yeah, Payless Jimmy, you are also in standby for Heat 3 as well, after Usain Bo. Let's see. Super. Ready? Let me go here to the Brawlers list. Oh, I gotta clear all of this. Hold on. Gotta clear all of that. Let's go here, and let's copy this bad boy. And put you there, great. And I'm gonna be doing this, I think I'm doing the scoring on my own kinda here for the second heat. Betting money on Rinse, Super Sai, and T-Clap. Okay, well, I mean, good on you to bet that money, bro. T-Clap's got this. Wow. An hour to get through Heat 1 and just barely start Heat number 2. Hopefully Heat 3 kicks off nice and quick. Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and do something real quick here. This is supposed to be this is the list for Heat 3. Logics, if you want to get things moving, I'm DMing you the contact list or the list of players for Heat 3. If you want to start reaching out and getting people here on time, that would be great. Oh, and we are live. Whoopsies. Here we go. Let's jump into the first round, finally, of Heat number 2. It only took 38 years for that to happen. My son is all grown up. He has kids of his own now. It's totally crazy. Super Sai, already up to 3 cubes, and, you know, I'm surprised I did not see much Poco last time in our last heat, but Poco has been so dominant, and now that you can't rely on the legendaries and on Pam as much, I really expect to see more Poco, honestly. Any player who's not putting Poco in the mix, to me, is making kind of a big mistake. Axel going with Brock up top. Axel has been on the podium before. Super Sai, of course, has as well. Ruda B in a lot of trouble here. Ruda B is our first player out. Carlos in trouble as well. T-Clap going with Dynamite, and T-Clap does get the elimination on Carlos, needs to make it past one more to make it into actually getting some points in this round. But in a lot of trouble here at 1800, now able to heal back up, some good dodging there. Zach is pinched right now between Rince and Axel. Rince throwing his super down, but Zach heals back up. Rince is the one in trouble now, but Rince potentially able to, oh, why am I getting an 800 number? Get out of here with that. All right, here we go. A little bit of distraction. Axel does go down and Rince right after. So Poco proving powerful here in our second heat. T-Clap does finally go down, but does earn 1 point down to our top 5 right now. Fish Nugget, Superside, My Life, Yusuf, and Zach. My Life in a lot of trouble. Superside closes out down to our top 4. Everyone here getting 2 points. Drew throwing some Hebrew into the chat. Very interesting there. I've never seen LOL done with Lamed Bob Lamed before. Fish Nugget goes down in 4th place. Yusuf trying to Carl Super and just barely gets enough. And surprise, surprise, Superside taking 1st place in that heat. Shocker, shocker. Isn't everyone kind of surprised right there? We're going to go ahead and get these scores in. I think I'm the one who has to do all the scoring stuff myself. Because Ruda's busy playing. Don't want to put that pressure on him while he's working. Anime Fanboy, hi. Hi, Anime Fanboy. Let me go ahead. Can I get a screenshot in the chat? This is the Slaton Showdown 10, by the way, guys. Makore. Makore to you too, Drew. Let me get a screenshot of the scores from that round, and let's start queuing up our next one. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Lame jalapeno with timer finals for people in Central Daylight Time. Suppose someone else can answer that question right now. Guys, can I get a screenshot for the scoring, please? From anybody. There we go. Swag, send me with the screenshot. All right, let me go ahead and do our scoring here. Super Sai, our leader, takes down 5 points, followed by Double A Yusuf with 3. Zach with a K pulling down 2, along with Fish Nugget getting 2 as well. And Fish Nugget, one of my favorite names in the entire game. My Life, T-Clap, and Rince all taking 1. And Bagels for Carlos, Axel, and Ruda B. So there you go, our scores after 1 round. Now moving on to record our brawler information here. And we had a lot of Poco early on. Let's go ahead and get round 2 queued up and make sure everyone starts making their choices. I'm just recording our info, making sure we have it all organized, and I really need to find someone else who wants to jump on and be a part of the production team here, because as this gets bigger and bigger, you know, I can't rely on Ruda to do everything. As fantastic as Ruda is and has been, he has to play and enjoy himself as well. And Rince coming out with Colt, T-Clap, playing a little bit of Dynamite, and Super Sai with the Poco. All right, so there we go. Our brawler use after 1 heat, or after 1 round in the second heat. And the battle is already off, so maybe we want to coordinate that a little bit better so that I'm not so far behind. One of these days, I will have an admin to help out with Ruda. Here we go into round number 2. Double A Yusuf going with Pam. Axel pulling out Poco on this map. Rince with Crow. T-Clap goes down using Bow at this stage, so T-Clap out early once again. Yusuf just avoiding those Carlos shots here now, able to heal back up, but taking shots from both Axel and Carlos at the exact same time, so tough spot for Yusuf right now. Axel trying to push with that Poco. Poco and Pam, a very interesting head-to-head matchup. My Life with Daryl. The Barrel takes out Carlos. My Life, I believe, should be pumped up pretty heavy. Yeah, that's 6 cubes right now. To make that shot happen like that, My Life had to be pretty big. 2 crows on the board in the top left corner of our screen. Zach and Rince going crow for crow, you might say. Fish Nugget playing Brock. Ruda B going with Terra. We don't see as much Terra as you might think Axel in trouble, and Axel and Rince both go down back-to-back, down to our top 5 now. Zach out as well. So that was a quick 1-2-3 set of eliminations. Super Saiyan keeps up a little bit. Pam is a really good choice on this map. Lots of open spaces. I like Pam here quite a bit. My Life trying to just get a couple more eliminations there as that beefy Daryl. And My Life does push Fish Nugget. Will it be enough? Yes, it is. And My Life now up at 7, but Ruta B trying to close right now. My Life in a lot of trouble. Ruta B has him pinched against the wall. And now My Life stuck between Yusuf and, but My Life does take Ruta B out, but does not survive into our top 2. So My Life and Ruta both going to earn 2 points there. Yusuf and Super Sai. Super Sai a little heavier, a little bit more health right now. Yusuf should go down. Super Sai getting 2 wins in a row. So 2 opening wins, 2 big opening wins for Super Sai. That will probably be enough to guarantee a spot in our final screenshot coming in here in a moment. And I will get our scores all tallied. Let's set up round number 3. And let's make sure to start that after you see that I post up the brawler information. So I gotta do all this stuff myself, man. So let's go to our scoring here. Super Sai, of course, took first place. AA Yusuf taking second for the 2nd time in a row. My Life with a good showing so far. Ruta B making it to the top 4 this time around. That was very, very cool for him. Fish Nugget, Zach with a K, and Axel all taking singles. And T-Clap, Rince, and Carlos all coming up empty that time around. So there you have our scores after just one round. Going in to add out all of our brawler information now. Pam making a couple big appearances here. Both of our top 2 finishers getting Pam. So hopefully those people who are in round number 3 are keeping a close eye on the brawler choices and maybe using that to inform some of what they do, because you get a lot of information by watching the previous rounds. Fish Nugget pulling out the Brock in this one. Zach with a K pulling out Crow. Axel bringing out Poco, having a tough time with Poco, but I kind of thought Poco would do better on this map, but a lot of firepower was out there today. And then all the way over to Carlos with the Carlos for Carl. And let me take a look at one thing real quick. Yeah, Carlos, somebody needs to inform Carlos, man, that's a rule violation. Let's take a look at it right now. You can see you cannot use the same brawler twice in a heat. So Carlos actually is going to receive -1 points. -1 point for that round. I mean, he's already in a lot of trouble anyway, but Carlos now is the first player to ever be all the way in the negative, I believe, on our leaderboard. So please make sure that he understands how that rule functions, guys. You cannot go use the same brawler twice in a heat. Yeah, Super Sai, go ahead. Can I play Anime Fanboy? There's a link to the Discord. That is where you can learn all the rules. You can actually even sign up for today's competition. We are in, actually. You can sign up for today's competition because we have a standby list. And the way things are going, I suspect we will have some openings on standby in our 3rd heat. So go ahead and sign up. Hold on here. And here we go. Why your name where, Drew? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, did I just say Usain Bo? The Brawlers use screen. Oh, interesting. That should not... It shouldn't be like that. I believe I updated it. Oh, it does. That's really weird. Okay. One second. I should just be casting this information, but there we go. Okay, let's get back to the T-Clap goes out. Yeah, I'm fixing the Brawlers use screen, guys. I'm just trying to do all this on my own. Unfortunately, it's a little challenging. But that should all be updated here in a second. And there you go. There's the proper information updated. You'll have that next time around. Carlos going out next time around. So Carlos did switch things up. Nice work. Do I get Heat 3 ready? Yeah, Death Eye Dart. Start getting Heat 3 ready, please, as soon as you can. That would be fantastic. Down to our top 6. Now I'm back. I'm paying attention, guys. Just without my Ruda, it's so hard to run this thing. Ruda B choosing Leon in this round. And now things starting to get very tight. You know, interesting at this stage, no bull there. No big beefy bull in the middle. Instead, it's a Primo. Rince going Primo on the inside, up to 6 cubes already. But Shelly has her super there for Axel. 2 Shellys still remaining. So Axel is a very dangerous brawler right now. Of course, not realizing what's happening in the middle. Rince does go out, pushes Yusuf a little bit too hard, and Yusuf gets that super, and kabam! So that's a big El Primo dead now. Fish Nugget trapped between Shelly and a Leon. Does have his super up. Where will he use it? Shelly, Yusuf takes out one, takes out a second one. Axel trying to take out Yusuf. Oh, that was such a crazy sequence at the end. Wow, that was so fun. It was just Shelly, Shelly, Shelly without the bull, with no bull in the way. You can see the power when that Shelly stuff comes out. So very, very, very cool, that Shelly super. Doing some big damage. We're going to go ahead and get our scores going there in the end. Very nice finish, though. I like how he's the old Brawler profile pics. Nice throwback. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So now I believe all of that should be properly updated. Let's go ahead and I will get our scores going for our next one. This is the Slaton Showdown 10, everybody. But if you don't get in today, there's still chances because we probably will have some spots up in Slaton Showdown in the 3rd heat. But there's the information for next week. Let me go ahead and get our scores all plugged in here. It was Axel taking 1st place this time around, so that's a big win for him. Yusuf, though, getting 2nd place 3 times in a row, so Yusuf making a really good case for his spot in our finals. Ruda and Fish Nugget coming in 3rd and 4th, respectively. Rince with a Rince, Super Sai, and My Life all getting 1 point in that round, and then Zach, Carlos, and T-Clap all taking 0s there, so after 3 rounds, there's our scoring. There is our scoring going on. And let's go ahead and do the, let me do my, whatchamacallit? What's it called? Let me do the brawler list. So Axel came out with Shelly and as well as AA Yusuf. Ruda choosing Leon that time out and coming up in 3rd place, so that paid off fairly well for him. Fish Nugget going to Cole, also earning 2 points. Rince, and it really looked like Rince was going to make some great work with El Primo on that map, and it just didn't pay off in the end. Got him 1 point, but wasn't enough quite to get him into that 2-point range. My Life going with Bull, along with Carlos going with Bull, but the Bull play, while traditional for this map, didn't end up being that beneficial. Zach choosing to go with Spike on kind of an interesting map here, maybe hoping he could buff up early. Did not get into the points this time around, and T-Clap going very traditional with Bulls. So 3 Bulls chosen, as you can see here. 3 Bulls were chosen, and none of those 3 Bulls made it into those top 4 spots. So tough for Bull, tough outing for Bull this time around. Let's go ahead and queue up round number 4 again. Our scoring after 3 rounds, Super Sai still on top with 11 points. Yusuf with those 3 second-place finishes in 2nd at 9. So both of those players most likely will make the finals, although with 2 rounds to go, anything could happen. But 3rd place still up for grabs. Axel, Fish Nugget, My Life, Ruda. I mean, at this stage, even Carlos, who's in the negative, could still make it onto the top 3 spots and into our finals. So we will see what happens. Drew, to answer your question, all questions about the results here are in the rule set, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. We are heading into round number 4. Oh, I had automatic right there. All right, round number 4. T-Clap going with Piper, trying to do some work from distance. We'll see if that pays off. Rince and Yusuf both in trouble early, and Rince goes out really fast. A nasty shot from, I can't remember who that was. I didn't see who was there. Well, a nasty penny shot. Oh, it was AA Yusuf. So still, Yusuf having a really great performance so far today. Axel choosing Pam this time out. So we'll see how Pam works on this map. Pam is a pretty common choice on this map in general. So is Penny, though. Penny has been really nasty when you get into the close range on the island. That Penny can change everything. Super Psy gets taken out by T-Clap, so down at the bottom, teaming is not allowed at all, Rinse. Now, if people do both make strategic choices, so here's the teaming rule. You cannot pre-plan a team. You can't spin to team. You cannot pre-organize a team. But people might make strategic choices going like, hey, it makes more sense for me to get rid of you because you're more powerful, or you're in the right spot, or you're higher than me on the point list. So people might make choices. Yeah, you know, Rinse, you probably got pinched. I've had people, if you think you got teamed, clip it, and I'll take a look at it later after the tournament's over, and I'll make any rulings afterwards. But, you know, if I don't see anything that looks... I've got most of the time when I've gone through those claims in slow motion, I've seen that it was just a circumstantial thing, not like people purposely avoiding damaging each other to take someone else out. So you might get pinched, people might make choices. Okay, there we go. T-Clap! Wow, T-Clap's Piper still alive somehow. T-Clap currently in a pretty good spot, although I wonder if that's going to last, only at 1 cube. And now with a 7 cube, Zach's Carl pushing tight. And Zach does take out T-Clap. So T-Clap, though, does get 2 points here. So now we see a really heavy Zach up against AA Yusuf's Penny. Yusuf could easily get his 4th second place in a row, but very possible he might make that first as well. Trying to let his mortar do the damage, but... So there you have it. A wild 4th round. Let me go ahead and get my scores going. This is so much harder to do when it's just me. Oh my god. All right, let's go ahead and get the scores going. This is, by the way, Slaton Showdown 10. Slaton Showdown X, because we made it that far down. All right, plugging in our scores. Zach taking 1st place this time around, followed by the 4th second place finish in a row for AA Yusuf, T-Clap, and Fish Nugget, both taking 2 points. Carlos Ruda and My Life all taking 1 point. And zeros for the remaining players. So let's go take a look at our scores after 4 rounds going into our 5th and final round of this heat. Take a look at that leaderboard right now. AA Yusuf, now on the strength of all those second place finishes, in 1st, Super Psy, with no points this time, drops a 2nd. Zach currently in 3rd, but again, a lot of people chasing in those spots. Let me go ahead and take down our brawler information. Carlos going with Rico. My Life going with Penny. Axel pulled out a Pam. Fish Nugget. Man, I will never think that name isn't funny. I don't know why. Going with Barley for Fish Nugget. Ruda B this time. Oh, Ruda B pulling out that nasty spike. AA Yusuf and the Penny play. I'm telling you, man, Penny is great on this map, and people seem to underrate her in Solo Showdown, but on this map in particular, she's just real nasty, and she's shown that over and over again. T-Clap with the Piper play, which was really fun to watch, and as Super Psy said in the chat, a very nice snipe. Very nice shot there. And then Super Psy also went with Penny. Penny did not work out as well for Super Psy, so let's take a look at our brawler usage so far after these rounds have been finished. Let me go ahead and get ready to queue up our 5th and final round. So there you go. Take a look at our brawler usage so far, and it's kind of been all over the place. I love seeing the variety here. There's been really a lot of variety, and the big note this time around is a lot of legendaries are still active for this 5th and final round. 4 of the Pams have been used, but that still means 6 Pams could be available for our 5th round. Leon has only been used once so far, which is fascinating. Spike only used twice, so not to mention Crow, who got used a lot early on. This time only 2 Crows, so this might be a kind of OP 5th round here from the brawler use we've seen so far. We might see a lot of legendaries and some Pam action. So let's go ahead and get this final round of heat number 2 going. And heat number 3, hopefully we're getting that queued up and ready to do heat number 3. Get heat number 3 kicking off quickly. If you're interested in playing, we are going to be ready for standby, guys. If you are interested in standby, make sure that you are signed up and ready. Zach says not a good win condition. What are you talking about, not a good win condition? You mean Penny? So we should be kicking off round 5 here in a second. Rinse not ready. Super Sai, give Rinse 1 more minute, and if he doesn't get ready in a minute, kick him and play with the bot. Let's take one more look at the... Man, that graphic worked so well last week. So Yusuf and Super Sai both in really good spot. Okay, here we go. Kicking off our round number 5. So we'll see how things shake out. Get to our... The Rinse is in there. Nice. So remember, Yusuf currently our leader, Super Sai and Zach. But Zach's on the bubble right now, so an early elimination here. T-Clap could play the spoiler right now. On the bubble, Zach, Fish Nugget, and Axel. Really, all 3 of those players with a big finish in this round. Any one of them could make their way into those top 3. T-Clap, Storm, getting pushed pretty hard now by Bo. So T-Clap is out. T-Clap, congratulations for your participation, but rough one this time around. Down to our top 9. And again, keep an eye on Fish Nugget, Zach, and Axel. All 3 of those guys really trying to make their case for that final spot. Of course, the wild card is still live. We have 3 players currently in the wild card running, but someone could steal that as well. T-Clap, LOL, I'm so bad. Well, you're playing here's a secret, man. There are some pretty hardcore players who are in this tournament, a couple of pros. So no shame here. Yusuf pushes Ruta B hard. So Yusuf, currently our leader, now takes out 1, maybe takes out 2. Fish Nugget, though, pushing Yusuf really, really aggressively. Fish Nugget has Yusuf trapped. Yusuf down to 934. Fish Nugget avoids the super. Fish Nugget, though, in trouble. Yusuf misses a couple more shots. Fish Nugget does not quite finish him. Axel, though, goes out early, so that should be the end of Axel's playoff hopes. I will see if Axel's in the mix for the wild card, but I don't believe he is. Now My Life goes down as well. Zach may have just secured his spot in the finals. Super Sai, AAA Yusuf, Fish Nugget, and Rinse TV. Rinse TV's had a tough game so far, a tough heat so far today, but now in the top 4. And again, same thing as last time, seeing that this new map, people haven't played this new map very much so far, creates a very interesting dynamic at the end with 4 quadrants. Yusuf does go out. Probably still did enough, though, to make those finals. Rinse getting pushed by Fish Nugget. Fish Nugget knows that 1 more point can be all the difference right now, and he does get that 1 more point. Super Sai, though, with that super finisher, and that's a win for Super Sai, but I believe that should be enough for Fish Nugget to secure a spot in the finals. I'm going to go ahead and get our scores here in a moment, but really, really exciting round there, guys. This tournament gets better and better every single week, and I think that this rule change might be the thing that puts us over the line to the next evolution of this thing. Eli in the Twitch chat says, play with me. Why don't you play with us, Eli? We're in a tournament right now. Go ahead, read the rules, sign up. But we are actually doing a solo showdown tournament. Let's go ahead and look at our scores. Carlos should not be in Heat 3. Oh, HBK Carlos. HBK Carlos, of course. Funzo, we'll get on to that in a moment. Let me just go ahead and get my score. Let's go ahead and get the screenshot, and I can do these scores here in just a moment. Senior Poopy Butt has now joined the Discord. Awesome. My favorite thing about playing games on PlayStation is seeing everybody who made their in-game names like when they were 15, and they're all super ridiculous. Can I get a screenshot here for the 5th round, please? Can I get a screenshot for round 5? How old am I? I'm 34. I'm 34 years old. Don't look a day over 32, right? All right. Let me go ahead and get our scores in for that round. Super Psy, after having a couple bumps in the road, this is Slaton Showdown 10, of course, Slaton Showdown 11 coming up next week. After a couple bumps in the road, Super Psy gets back into first place again. So that's a real nasty point score this time around for Super Psy. Fish Nugget will getting second place here. Rinse TV making it into the top 4, getting 2 points. Double A Yusuf not getting second for the first time, but what an unbelievable performance from Yusuf this time around. Really excited to see him in the finals. My Life, Zach with a K, and Axel all taking 1 and then 0s for our remaining players. So let's go ahead and take a look at the leaderboard after the end of heat number 2, and there you have it. Super Psy, Yusuf, and Fish Nugget all making it into the finals. But probably the bigger news out of all of that is Zach with a K currently is the leader for our wildcard spot. So that's absolutely massive. Zach with a K. So Fish Nugget, here's the 2 big stories. Yusuf and Super Psy both made the finals. Absolutely, it seemed like it was a done deal from early on. But Fish Nugget secured that spot in the finals. Very nice work for him, leaping over Zach and Axel in that final round. So Fish Nugget with a guaranteed spot in the finals. And then the big story here, Zach with a K with 9 points currently is the wild card. So that takes Tyrant Star, Usain Bo, and Payless Jimmy out of the wild card position. And there you go. Let me go ahead and do the brawler list just to make sure that we didn't have anybody violating the rules that way around. But people have been pretty good about it. I doubt we are going to have that problem at all. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and get all these done. Double A Yusuf with a Carl. Oh, Double A Yusuf. Oh, no, not Carl. Sorry, Double A Yusuf the Colt. For a second there, I was like, oh, no. With Colt. My Life coming out with Spike. T-Clap went with Colt. Ruda went with Crow. Axel playing Nita. Carlos playing a Penny on that one. And Zach with a K coming out with Bo. So there's your brawler use for our second heat. And as you can see, just the variety is really, really exciting. It makes things a lot of fun. That's a different Carlos. There are 2. There's HBK Carlos, and there's Carlos. So those are 2 different players there, Dart. So there we go. Going back to our list, we do have 6 of our finalists guaranteed, and Zach with a K currently in the running to be our last finalist. Give me a minute here to update some things and get ourselves ready for our third heat, our final preliminary heat. Go ahead and clear this out. I need to make sure, I need to change that so that populates here. That's the thing I need to do. We'll do it for next time. We'll do it for next time, guys. And that should be all ready to go. So let's go ahead and go here. Well, let's keep things positive, guys. It's a game. It's a game. Let's go into the Logix is not in this heat. At Funzo. Let me go ahead. This is what the heat should look like for heat number 4. Wait, nope. Let's go here. There we go. Okay. Can I get a roll call for Heat 3? Who am I missing? Hopefully we get this one kicked off pretty quickly, guys, but this has been a fun tournament today. This new rule is a wild success. Wild success. Gonna require a little bit more work on our parts to make it work, but work appropriately, but still pretty cool. We're missing Eric F, HBK Carlos, and Doom 69. We're gonna give everyone just a couple of minutes here to show up. Oh yes, and I forgot that Mini Hero changed his name to Ridiculous Ridiculousness Ridiculous Ridiculous. GMF dash ZERZE. Why would you? Mini Hero was great, and then now, oh, Xerox. All right, GMF Xerox, you have now changed your name to something that's really difficult to use. Do you, bro? Do you? I support you. Whoever you want to be, man. I support you, man. Just got to go ahead and make some adjustments here. Let's see. We're missing Eric. Missing HBK. HBK might be about to close to beginning hardcore sat in this thing. Because this dude is always missing. And at Doom. Who's Doom? What was Doom 69's Doom's name? I'm not going to say. Let's keep the other part of it out of here because people are silly. All right, so we are currently missing. Eric, HBK, and Doom. So Doom is going to the bottom of our standby list. HBK is going to the bottom of our standby list, and so is Eric F. Going to the bottom of our standby list. So first, we're opening up standby to anybody who... Oh, Doom is out. Okay, so good to know. Doom is completely out. Taking Carlos off for the moment and taking Eric off for the moment. First, open... what time is the finals? After this is over, Fish Nugget. Drew, really chill, dude. For real chill. Who are you? What are you doing? Vinicio, who are you? And what are you doing? This is the Slaton Showdown. We are, this is a solo showdown tournament. Live on Twitch every week. Working on it. Standby is now open. Anybody who has not participated so far is now open to being on standby. So if you have not played so far, and you're in the chat, go ahead and say something, and we'll give you a first priority. Theo Fawcett, how do I join? All the information, Theo, is right there in the Discord. Go jump in the club and read the rules and put your screen name, put your in-game name in the whatchamacallit, in the Discord channel SSX registration. Yeah, Zach, your little brother can play. Anyone can play. It's open. That's the whole thing. All right. Drew, you are going to go. Your chat is getting timed out for a few minutes. You might be getting in, but you're gonna get timed out here for a minute because, come on, man. We only need 3. Yeah, we only need 3 right now. Yeah, well, I don't have any mods on who are taking care of business. All right. We just had Theo. Theo, go ahead and put your IGN into SSX registration, and we will get you off of standby and into this one. Theo. Okay, Theo, make sure you join the club. Theo is now in, so let's go ahead and get Theo. Eric F is out. Doom is out. And Carlos is out. Theo is in. Can I get a roll call on the heat? Theo, get in the club, brother. Boo. This is Slaton Showdown 10. Next week, Slaton Showdown 11. Will I stick with the Roman numerals? Who knows? For the moment, I am. Maybe we'll switch to a different numerical system altogether. Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know. I never know. So we should have 8 who are in now. All right, the standby list is now open to anyone. So, Drew, I believe you're probably still watching even though you are timed out. I don't want to see you spam the chat about this, but get in the club. Make sure you're in the club because you are getting your second chance. Congratulations. We still need 3 people. How do we still need 3? We should only need 2. We should only need 2 now. We should only need 2 at this stage. Usain Bo. Let's add Usain Bo off of standby and back in. Dumbboy did play. Dumbboy can join if Dumbboy can join if needed. We'll see what happens. We might need that actually. I think. Dumbboy can join. We might be grabbing you in, Dumbboy. T-Clap, you've already gone twice. We'll see if we'll get someone else who can go. Right now, this is our situation. We should be. Has everybody who's on this list? Do we only need 1? Give me 1 second here, everybody. I wish that I could just host these darn things myself. It would be so easy. No, why is that? That's so frustrating. Everything is so slow. Delete. Delete. My computer's just doing a couple too many things right now. Payless Jimmy, are you here? Payless Jimmy, are you here? Yeah, the finals are after Heat 3, Fish Nugget. If we get going really soon, the finals will start really soon. The club, there's the club info. There's the club tag. It's called Slaton Showdown. Here you go. There's the club. Get in it. Get in it. There's the club tag. Theo, get in the club, man. Theo, get in the club, man. Oh, this is... Today is both great and terrible. Mama the Blackest, thank you very much for your follow. Appreciate it. Guys, if you're in the wild card, there might be spots opening up because people from the finals might be dropping out. We will see what happens. All right, hold on. We're about to get this round kicked off, hopefully here. Just checking things out. Oh, one second. Just 1 second, dumb boy, Fortnite gamer. He just got added in. Well, Jimmy was supposed to be next. Although, yeah. Okay. All right. All right, you know what, Jimmy, since you're in the wild card running, man, Jimmy was supposed to be next on there. Oh, annoyed. It was. You know what? I only have a certain amount of time today, so this is going to be what's going to be. Payless Jimmy is still in the mix in the wild card spot. Because I think that we're going to have some people dropping out of the... It looks like some people are going to be dropping out of the finals because of the delays today. So, Jimmy, you're still in the mix for the finals. Don't you worry about it. Let's just go and kick off this third heat, finally. Let's get it going. Let's go, huh? Oh, got Jimmy. Oh, okay, we got Jimmy. Okay, great. Well, let's do that then. We're all over the place, man. It's so crazy. Let's go here. All right, I think we're ready to go. I think we have our scoreboard's working. Let's go And a lot of people who signed up did not make their heats, so people are going to be on the bench a whole bunch this time around. This should be a fun heat, though. A lot of talent in this heat. Let's get into our spectate. Round number 1 finally happening. Arc Rider, who's been one of the better players here at the tournament. Here we go. Finally into our automatic spectate. Kenzie had a good showing last time out as well. So Dart pulling his Pam out early. Xerox going with Bull on this map. Weird choice. And Dart, Pam does not pay off for Dart, so that's a tough elimination. Arc Rider up to 5 cubes already, playing this bow. Payless Jimmy just hanging out in the corner, trying to stay out of the way. Josh, who's been a former winner of the tournament, goes out here with Pam down to our top 8. Arc Rider looking pretty strong with a 5-cube bow with that pretty new bow with the redesign. Darklight found the tournament, I believe, off of the Brawl Stars global Facebook group. Like many players did, Arc Rider found the tournament from that spot as well, I believe. Darklight making his debut today and gets a nice elimination on the other Brock from Mussy, so. Payless Jimmy and Arc Rider both dancing around, and Xerox, the Bull, still alive on a map that's really not very Bull-friendly, so that's going to be really nice for Xerox. Of course, on the maps that are Bull-friendly, not having Bull to go to, that'll be very interesting as well. Payless Jimmy goes down. Arc Rider does not click the cube, though. Darklight and Arc Rider both at 5 cubes, both in our top 5. Arc Rider takes 2 big shots here, and no one's pushing him. Very interesting. Everyone else playing it very safe, and so they didn't let the 5-cube bow survive after taking so much damage. That might be an interesting, a problematic choice strategy-wise as this game goes on. Theo gets eliminated by the Storm. Oh no, Theo. And now down to our top 2. Kenzie, I believe, got the elimination there. Arc Riders does get a kill there with the with his super, but I believe it was Kenzie who came in first, so very nice work. That was an exciting finish, guys. I can't wait to go look at that in the replay. We'll slow that one down, hopefully, if I get a chance to do an edit on this one and take a look at the replay closely, but that was really exciting. Our scores are coming in because Ruda B is back helping out. Oh, it makes me feel so good. This is the Slaton Showdown 10, guys. Slaton Showdown X. Can I get screenshots? Screenshots, please. Or from somebody who is in there. Eliminations don't count yet, Theo, but we are going to make eliminations count eventually. We're going to have more support for that when it does come around. All right, so we do have our scores in after 3, so or after our first round. There are our scores. And here is our brawler use. We'll get the brawler use going here as well. You know, Ruda, I don't know if this menu is a little challenging for you. Maybe you're on mobile or something. Kenzie playing Daryl the Barrel. Darklight coming out with Brock. Arc Rider playing Bo, as well as Payless Jimmy. Mussy came out with a Brock as well. Theo, was there 3 Brocks? There were 3 Brocks. It was a Brock Fest. GMF coming out with Bull. Usain Bo getting his second shot, coming out here with a Colt. Josh as a Pam. And Dart as a Pam as well. So you can see the scores after 1 round. Kenzie PR coming out on top off that Daryl the Barrel work. And that's how he did it. It was with Daryl. And we are heading into our next round, so let's get moving. And here we go, round number 2, and Xerox already out. That's a fast elimination for Xerox. Very unfortunate there that he went down so quickly. Mussy going with Crow this time around, so nice choice for this map. We've seen Crow be useful here before. Arc Rider also going with Crow as well. Darklight choosing to use his Pam here on this map, so lots of Crows, lots of Pams. We've seen a lot more Brock today than we've seen in the past, and I wonder if that's because of this new rule, making people go a little bit more, get a little more variation. So it is a Carl for Josh as well. Payless Jimmy going close range with his Shelly, and not a lot of eliminations so far. People kind of playing it really close to their chest. Theo, is Theo gone Brock to Brock? Did Theo go Brock back-to-back? You have to check that out. That might be a big rip for Theo, who maybe didn't read the rules here. It does look like Theo went Brock back-to-back, so that's going to be a violation for Theo, and no matter where he finishes, it's -1 points this time around. Kenzie, as a bow, gets eliminated by Josh, so Josh now up to 4 cubes here. But in a lot of trouble getting pushed by 2 different Crows. 1 Crow, 2 Crow. Josh in a lot of trouble. Josh dodging. Can he survive? And no, runs right into Darklight's Pam. So Darklight with a big Pam elimination here. Down to our top 6 now. Darklight in trouble. Jimmy just doing what he does. Jimmy's been, Jimmy might want to bring a tent because he's been camping quite a bit in the history of this tournament. Theo goes out in 5, but rather than getting 1 point, or in 6th place, rather than getting 1 point, he's going to get -1 because of going, using the same brawler twice in the same heat. Not allowed. Down to our top 4 now. Arc Rider as a Crow. Dart in a lot of trouble. Dart has been doing well with Brock, but right now might be where that Brock doesn't pay off, and Dart does go out in 4th place. Jimmy, Darklight, and Arc Rider. Arc Rider, a top 200 player, gets limited by Payless Jimmy. The camping working out for Jimmy here, but I don't think it'll be enough to get him 1st place. Darklight as Pam has a big advantage, and there you have it. Darklight taking 1st in this round. But I have to go do some double check on our records. I believe, though, that Theo did violate the brawler rule, so I'm going to double check that one just to be sure. Shot. Great. Hold on 1 second. Great. Post the score result instead. Gives us all the info. There we go. All right. Our scores should be coming in here, and yes, we have it after a couple of rounds. There are our scores, but of course, we have to make an adjustment here once I confirm, because I believe that Theo, and now that I'm looking at it, yes, Theo did violate our brawler rule, so we're going to actually have to make a scoring adjustment for Theo, and someone in the group, please remind Theo of the rules here, because that's a really unfortunate reason to lose points. Kenzie going with a bow. Usain Bow this time pulling out his Crow, so Crow out for Usain Bow, and Dart this time pulling out his Brock. So there you go. There's our usage after 2 rounds. And as you can see, 2 Brocks by Theo. So going back into our scoring here, Theo changing to a -1 in that round, and that's going to really impact Theo's chances on making the finals here. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and queue up our next round. Ruda, I got your message. Good to know. All right, let's go ahead and queue up our 3rd round here. Yeah, accident, unfortunate, but that's what happens. You gotta stay up on them rules, bruh. All right, let's go ahead and get this next round going. Of course, there are your scores now after the adjustments being made. Theo taking the unfortunate -1 point. Let's get into round number 3. Xerox going Crow in round number 3. Mussy going traditional with the big bull in the middle. Payless Jimmy doing the same thing, but has not made it to the center yet. So Will Jimmy be able to survive long enough to make that work? I am unsure of that. Let me tell you one thing. He's in a lot of trouble right now. Payless Jimmy does go out pretty early on, so now down to 9. A lot of bulls this time around. People are kind of playing a little traditional here on this one. Usain Bo gets taken out by Josh's crow work, so nice work by Josh. Usain Bo in trouble. Xerox goes down as well. Arc Rider up at 4 cubes, down to our top 7. Everyone here earning points this time. Mussy on the inside up at 5, pushing. Darklight just barely gets away. Mussy chooses to back off and not push it too hard. Kenzie not taking advantage there. A little surprised. That is, I mean, that was a camper special, and Kenzie decides to just play it real campery. So I think Kenzie made a mistake there and should have taken that elimination, and now he's going to be in a lot of trouble because now Kenzie gets exposed by damage rather than taking the kill and the cube. So bad news for Kenzie in that position. Arc Rider still at 4, chooses to heal up here. Josh trying to chip away with that crow, but at this stage, as we get closer and closer, Mussy gets more and more dangerous. If I had to bet, I think Kenzie's going to be next out. Although Darklight could be in trouble. Yep, Kenzie does go out next, and Mussy now up at 6 for that bull. I feel like Kenzie really should have pushed Darklight when Darklight got pushed out to the outside. Arc Rider now pressuring Dart. I like the aggressive play by Arc Rider, forcing confrontations. He'll take some damage here, but then Dart gets taken out. So Arc Rider doing some smart moves here, forcing everyone else to get away from him, knowing that there's a lot of danger with that bull on the inside, and Mussy takes out Theo as well. Mussy does not take out Josh. Josh with a nice escape here. Josh and Arc Rider at the bottom trying to redo the damage that they did early on. Arc Rider, though, now in a little bit of trouble here, getting pressured by Josh, and it's Mussy who goes out! Mussy runs right into Darklight Super. Mussy, the huge bull, is gone. Josh now takes out Darklight. It's Josh and Arc Rider. They've been fighting the entire time. Josh tries to push, but Pam too powerful, and it's Arc Rider taking first. What a wild round. That was absolutely insane. It really looked like Mussy had that thing sewn up entirely, and then big shift here. Mussy gets taken out by Darklight YouTube's Bo Super, and that's it. Changes everything. So that's, you know, aggression at the right moments can work out. The big bull does not get the win here. It's Pam. No big shocker there that Pam takes a win, but in that situation was one. Our score is currently being updated after 3 rounds. Let's take a look at our scoreboard. And there you go. Darklight still on top, getting 2 points that time around, but Arc Rider with the big win in round 3, moving himself up into 2nd place. Kenzie, you know, still in a pretty good spot here, but, you know, really got to wonder if that elimination could have gotten him at least 2 points rather than just the 1 point this time around. And then a big bottleneck here after Kenzie. Payless, Mussy, and Josh all tied at 4. So we are also getting our brawler information updated here as well. One second. We will get our brawler information updated. All right, so it was Arc Rider coming out with Pam, Josh with the crow, Darklight with the bow, Mussy playing a bull, Theo with a crow as well. No mistake this time around for Theo. Dart played the bow. A lot of bow this time around. Usain Bo left. Well, Usain Bo's going on the bench list. So let's go ahead and add him to the bench list there, Ruda, because asked so much to be in here and then to peace out. So Kenzie, you are our bull, and Xerox playing a crow here. So there's our usage. after 3 rounds. And Crow's basically done. There are only 3 Crows still active as we go into rounds 4 and 5, so that's pretty fascinating. Yeah, let's continue. Yep, let's continue. And Usain Bolt will now be replaced by bot number 1. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. All right, we should be getting into our 4th round here in a second. Again, there are our scores, and you understand why Usain Bolt left, because he had 3 bagels, but yeah, Theo, you didn't get 1 point, you got -1 point, because the rule is you lose all your points and get -1 when you violate a rule. So your score for that round ends up being -1. I might adjust that rule, but I really want to make sure people are strict on obeying the rules, hence what's going on. All right, wow, a lot of quick eliminations here, and we're starting to see the Leons. Oh, sorry guys, there's the gameplay. So down to our top 8, 2 people out already. Arc Rider playing it real safe right now. Bot number 1 gets taken out by a Payless Jimmy. And Josh goes down. Josh's Mortis eliminated by Theo. Arc Rider going with Leon this time around. And Payless Jimmy pulling out a Pam. We don't see a lot of Pam from Payless Jimmy, but gets a little bit too close to Xerox. Xerox pushes, and Xerox does take out Payless Jimmy. So very nice play of the El Primo by Xerox. Theo also going Leon this time out, so Leon's finally getting used here. Xerox leaps to escape, and it seems like it might work out here, just trying to play that dodge game, not like Art Rider get the finish here, and he does. So nice avoid. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm following Arc Rider. I'm not on automatic. Come on, everything's crazy. Let's go to this side for a little bit. Theo pushing on Kenzie. Kenzie in trouble, and Theo does get the elimination. Let's go to automatic finally. Theo gets out as well, down to our top 3 now. Arc Rider trying to push Xerox and finish him off, and Xerox does get killed by the Storm, down to our top 2, Darklight and Arc Rider. It's 2 legendary brawlers, Crow versus Leon, and that's that Leon ability just going super fast and hard to see, but Darklight playing smart, leading a little bit. Darklight goes for the kill shot, and he gets it! Darklight with a nice Crow finisher. Very well played by Darklight. You know, predicted where that Leon was gonna be and got the kill there. So very nice work for Darklight, taking first place in that round. Scores coming in here in just a second. Why did it auto-aim? I have no idea why I auto-aim, man. So we're going to go ahead and get our scores updated here in 1 second for this round. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. And our screenshot should be coming in here in just 1 moment. And our scores, here we go. Scores after 4 rounds, and Darklight with 2 first-place finishes currently in first. So at 15 points, it's a big, hefty lead. Arc Rider also in a pretty good spot as well. I don't think it'll be possible to knock Arc Rider or Darklight out of the top 3 at this stage. Kenzie, Payless, Josh, Theo, and Mussy, all though competing for that 3rd-place spot. So that is pretty fascinating. Let's go ahead and get my screenshot into the in there, and we'll start getting our brawlers all sorted out. Let's see. Darklight went with Crow. Josh pulling out the Mortis. I have not seen a lot of Mortis today. Maybe we'll see more Mortis in our finals. Dart going with Leon. Mussy this time pulling out the Penny. Bot number 1 went with a bow, but that's just bot number 1. And Kenzie going this time with the Jessie. I do like the Jessie play. So let's take a look. And that Jessie play worked out because it put Kenzie, at least still Kenzie's in our top 3. Let's look at our brawler usage so far after 4 rounds. So brawler usage after 4, and now again we're down. We only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 crows still in play. And a lot of Leons got used that time around, so this could be a very interesting 5th and final round of this heat. Let's jump into the action now. Oh, there we go. All right, Josh pulling out Leon here in the 5th and final round and trying to cube up pretty quickly. Arc Rider goes with Crow. Not with Crow, with Carl. Very interesting choice. Going with Carl in this final round here. And it might not work out. Carl in a lot of trouble. Push. Kenzie, will he actually get opportunistic? Yes, he does. Kenzie does take out Arc Rider. So I believe Arc Rider will probably still make the finals, but doesn't want to go out in 10th either way. Leon taking out Theo, who went with Mortis that time around, and the Mortis just not paying off. That's 2 times in a row the Mortis has had a lot of trouble here. Darklight, I like the pull of Spike on this map. Again, the meta for this map isn't totally set. We have not seen this map into the rotation yet. It's one of the new ones. So people still learning out how to play on this map. Mussy, 3 cubes as a Pam right now. And Dart does go down, so the choice of Nita does not work out in the end for Dart. Nita's an interesting brawler for solo showdown. She can be so frustrating. Xerox with a great defensive move to get out of the way, but does not quite escape. Spike can be so nasty. Payless Jimmy also going Nita. So far, it's working out better for him than it worked for Dart. Down to our top 5 right now. Darklight, Jimmy, Kenzie, all kind of hanging out there in the corner. Kenzie should change his name to Camper because, or to Boy Scout because he loves camping, I'll tell you that much. And Payless Jimmy does get limited, so the camping strategy is working out for Kenzie so far. And again, this map, so it's the same finish every time. We've had 4 when it gets to this stage, and each player kind of picks a corner. Although this time, Mussy being more aggressive than most players have been. You can see the other 3 players all kind of playing this the way we've seen it done so far. And there you have a big push, and Kenzie does not take out Mussy, and now Kenzie, but Mussy does get taken out by the Storm, and wow, that was just a quick 1, 2, 3, and it's Josh coming out on top. Wow, that was a fast 1, 2, 3 finish there at the end. Very, very exciting finish, guys. So we are getting our scores coming in. We might have... I need to check something out. We might also have another... I need to do some checking here in a second. Scores coming in. We might have to adjust some scores. Someone might have made a violation, so I'm going to check that once we get to that next stage here. Give me one moment. Yeah, I'm going to have to double check something. I think someone might have made an error. Let's go ahead and look at the scores. Before we enter any penalties, there are the scores as they stand. Darklight, Arcrider, and Josh making it into our top 3. And as soon as I get my screenshot here, gonna make a ruling. This might be affected by someone making a choice. Let's get our screenshot in. Wow, if that is the case, that's going to be really, really insane that is how this gets decided. So, screenshot, please. And here we go. And oh my gosh, guys, so I have some big news here. Let me finish putting this stuff together, and then I will show you the big news. Let me confirm all these pieces here. Yeah, wow. Big wow, and that's also a big rip. Guys, you need to make sure you keep track of your own stuff, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in just 1 second. There's our brawler usage after 5 rounds. And taking a look at Kenzie going with Daryl a second time. So here's why that's really critical, because Kenzie had earned 9 points, making him tied for our wild card spot, but the rule says that it's -1 point is your score for the round when that happens. So there's no tie in that spot. This is a big adjustment, guys. Kenzie, rather than receiving 2 points in that round, Kenzie's receiving -1 point for that round, which means he is knocked out of the running for the for that wild card spot. Guaranteed finalists, Darklight is guaranteed a spot in the finals. Arc Rider is guaranteed a spot in the finals. And Josh is guaranteed a spot in the finals. Nice work for all 3 of those guys. But this is also really big because that guarantees Zach, who had 9 points, as our final spot. Just a huge rip, guys. So Zach now has been guaranteed a spot in the finals based off of Kenzie not paying attention to his brawler selection. Why would Kenzie have 7? I don't believe Kenzie has 7. Either way, it wouldn't be enough to get Kenzie into the finals. Yes, but then he has a -1 Mussy from round 5. So Kenzie is out. So we are moving into our finals, guys. Now, please be on standby. Usain Bo is actually benched for a long time. Yeah, Theo. Yeah, no one makes that mistake, huh, Theo? So again, there you go. There's your brawler list. So bot number 1 also had some violations, but bot 1 was out anyway. So there you have it. Let me go ahead and update. This has been a wild day, guys. Let's go ahead and get our finals going. Super Sai is going to be leading our finals. Give me a minute here to update all of our information. And get our finalists all ready to go. I believe some people have fallen out of the finals, so we might actually have some people from the wild card list bumped up into the finals because of the delays we had today. So let me go ahead and do these updates really quick. That is your finalist list. Logix, Drazerax, Lame Jalapeno, Super Sai, Double A, Yusuf, Fish Nugget, Darklight, Arc Rider, Josh, and Zach. Yeah, Super Sai will be out in a moment to get this thing going. And I need to adjust how this populates. That'll be for next time, so it'll be much easier. So I don't have to do all this extra work. Bam. Do that. Move that here, and move that there. There we go. There we go, everybody. Yo, Yusuf, what's up, man? Yusuf, what's happening? When Super hosts the match, I get lag. I don't know what to tell you, man. Where are you playing from, Yusuf? Are you in North America? All right. Will some other finalist host the host this then? Drazerac, do you want to be our host? And Super Sai can join. Drazerac or Logix. Oh, but Drazerac said, some of you guys said you might have to go. Any volunteers to host since Super Sai is... Josh. Okay, Josh will be hosting, guys. Josh is going to host. So go ahead, Josh, and start getting the invites out, please. Oh, Logix says I have host. All right. Logix is hosting, guys. Logix says I have host. Logix is hosting. Everyone join Logix's game. All right, Logix, send me a roll call screenshot when you have the first round of invites out. And guys, if you're hanging out and you were on the wild card list, that means Tyrant Star and Payless Jimmy actually is on the wild card list. So Tyrant Star and Payless Jimmy, both of you guys go ahead and be on standby just in case. That should be the correct one. Nope. There we go. I'm making a roll call here. All right, so Logix is in, Zach is in, Lame Jalapeno is in, Josh is in, Drazerak is in, Double A Yusuf is in, Darklight is waiting. We're waiting on Fish Nugget. We're waiting on Super Psy, and we're waiting on what, Arc Rider? Yeah, Arc Rider. All right, guys, let's get in here. Let's get these finals going, man. We can get these finals done on time and everything. That'd be crazy. I forget Arc Rider's Discord name. Who else are we missing here? Join Logix. Just Fish Nugget now. Where's Fish? Oh, did Fish Nugget say he had to go? Oh, he might have. Oh, Fish did have to go. Okay. Fish is out. So we're going to our wild card list. Is Tyrant Star here? Let's start there. Tyrant Star, are you here? No, Usainbo, you left your heat early. Yeah, Fish had to go. Anyone have anything on Tyrant Star? Anyone have anything on Tyrant Star? Tyrant Star's gonna get a minute here. Oh no, let's not do that. We don't want that. Give me 1 second, guys. Carlos, no. Oh, Tyrant is in. All right, so we should have. Let me go ahead and take a moment to get everything updated here so we have everything ready for the stream. But Tyrant Star is in place of Fish Nugget, and Tyrant Star was on our list there. So let's just make sure everything is ready to rock. Okay, so give me 1 second, Logix. I'm going to cut the open for the YouTube edit because this is a big one. And here we go. Hello, welcome to the finals of the Slaton Showdown 10. I'm Rich Slaton. This is my tournament. We've done 10 of these. It's Slaton Showdown X. We've made it to Roman numerals finally, and we have a pretty wild finals coming your way. There is your list. Some big-time players here, of course, making a return. Super Psy to the finals, along with Logix and Drazerak. A lot of people have been here before. Tyrant Star, last week's winner, getting in by the skin of his teeth in the wild card spot, and a second wild card spot due to a finalist having to drop out. A lot of talent here. Arc Rider, Zach, Josh, and making his debut, I believe, in the finals, Lame Jalapeno. So, and Darklight making his overall Slaton Showdown debut, making the finals here. We are ready for our action. Let's get into round number 1 of the Slaton Showdown finals. The big change today, of course, being you cannot use the same brawler twice. So that changes everything strategy-wise. Let's kick off round number 1. All right, fellas, let's do it. Give myself this to as a cut point that I can see. And let's hit these finals! Here we go, getting into our first round of the finals. And again, like I said before, there is so much talent here. I believe almost everyone except for our new players has made the podium at some point in the Slaton Showdown. So you say Showdown's no skill, well here you have it. Drazorak out early and Super Sai in a lot of trouble. Super Sai goes out early as well, so 2 very quick eliminations. Kind of shocking developments. Drazorak and Super Sai both out very, very fast. Of course, a different map here, map order here in our finals. Yusuf in a lot of trouble, and Tyrant Star with a Dynamite elimination on AA Yusuf. So now down to our top 7. Everyone here earning points in these finals. Zach takes a lot of damage there, but does get out. Arc Rider at 7 with that Nita. That's a nasty big Nita. Darklight choosing to go Carl in the finals. This is actually not a bad map for Carl. People who know how to play Carl's attack off of walls for some faster attack speed can have some pretty good value here out of him if they know how to do it right. After those first 3 eliminations, things starting to slow down here a little bit. Josh doing some camping at the top of our screen. Arc Rider healing back up. Tyrant Star, though, trying to harass him a little bit, get Arc Rider to move. Lame Jalapeno does have his Daryl super up. Will he push someone? Trying to go for an elimination. Darklight in trouble here. Lame Jalapeno takes a look at him, chooses not to go for it. A little bit too far along, a little too far away to make that move. Josh about to be in trouble here with that poison creeping up, and 2-3 cube Leons. He pushes on Zach, and Zach just barely takes him out first and somehow dodges enough to survive. Zach just barely dodging Tyrant Star, Logics, and that nasty Daryl the Barrel push. So great elimination from Zach, great dodge work from Zach, and he survives a little bit longer. Down to our top 6 right now. Arc Rider on the inside, trying to keep those 2 Leons at bay. Circles away. Darklight in a lot of trouble, and the super using it to dodge, but not quite enough. Tyrant Star gets one more down. Logics goes out to Arc Rider. Arc Rider now up to 9 cubes as Anita, and a very smart move. Goes into the poison to get that extra cube, then uses Nita as a shield to survive and not take any damage from Zach. Up to 11 cubes right now. Zach gonna go down as well. This should be Arc Rider here with the win. There's no way Lame Jalapeno comes back at this stage. He chooses to go out and sacrifice. He knows it's over. Arc Rider taking the first win here, the first 5 points of our finals. Very nice play by Arc Rider, who, if I'm going to my records here, Arc Rider, I believe, yes, was the winner of the Slaton Showdown 4. That was his debut tournament, and Arc Rider took a big win there. That was back when we only had 2 heats at that stage. Now we're up, or we only had a single heat back then. Now we're up to 3 heats. So a very different tournament now than it was then. Getting our scores here plugged in. Logic's lagged out. Very unfortunate. Unreal Cheetah, you lost your account. That was really unfortunate. So back to the action at hand, and that Nita play was so absolutely crazy by Arc Rider. And the big move there, of course, was going out to get those last couple of cubes, throwing the bear in the way to shield when he came back in, and throughout the entire round, it seemed like Arc Rider was in the driver's seat. So very, very well played from Arc Rider. We do have our scores, so after 1 round, there's our scores. Of course, no surprise there. Arc Rider taking 5 points. He is in our first place spot. Lame Jalapeno in second place with 3, and last week's winner, Tyrant Star, with 2 points as well, followed by Zach. So off to a very, very fast start here is Arc Rider. Let's go ahead and get our brawler information. This is the Slaton Showdown 10. Slaton Showdown X, as some might say. Let me go ahead and find my... There we go. Let's go to Discord. Can I get a screenshot, please? Can I get a screenshot in the Discord from somebody? Can anyone give me a screenshot in the Discord, please? Screenshot in the Discord, please, guys. There we go, screenshot. All right, let me go ahead and get these updates in here. Arc Rider taking first place with that Nita. Josh playing Daryl the Barrel. Logic's going with Leon. Zach going with Leon. Tyrant Star pulling out Dyna Mike. Lame Jalapeno also going with Daryl the Barrel. Super Psy taking a Nita. Double A Yusuf going with Nita. A lot of Nita on this map. We'll talk about that in just a second. Let's not start the next one. Let's queue up the next one, but not start it quite yet, guys. And Drazrak with... I didn't even see there was a Barley in here. Wow. All right, so after looking at your scores after one round, let's look at our brawler usage here and take a look at that brawlers played so far. Nita, very, very popular in this round, so a lot of Nitas will be off the board for later. Logix and Zach both choosing Leon. Crow has not yet shown up. Not really a great Crow map, so no big surprises there. But yeah, Nitas and Leons all over the place, and 2 Daryls down as well. So we'll see what choices people make as we go on. Surprised we didn't see more throwers on that map. Seeing 2 almost feels kind of small. Let's go ahead and get into round number 2 and see what choices people make with their brawler decisions. All right, let's go ahead. Kick off round 2, everybody. And we are in matchmake. Awesome. All right, here we go, getting into round number 2. And might see a lot more throwers this time around as well. It's been some pretty throw-heavy maps these last 2 times. Zach in early trouble, and Josh takes Zach out immediately. I mean, that was just seconds before Zach got taken down. So Josh going with Bull and an early elimination. Logix trying to keep up with Carl, trying to keep Dark Light's Shelly off his back. We've seen a lot of players choosing Carl today and having some good success. You know, I don't remember what the buff to Carl was. I believe he gets his hammer back a little bit faster. But oh no, Logic's in trouble. Had a good spot there, but gets taken out. Arc Rider goes down as well. Lame Jalapeno using that Shelly to get rid of a Dynamite. A lot more throwers this time around. These people maybe were saving their throwers for this map. You know, looking at the map list is going to be huge with this new rule. Oh yeah, we see a couple of Barleys, a couple of Dynamites. People are throwing stuff all over the board down to our top 7. Super Psy and Yusuf, who came in first and second in their heat. Now just going, throwing those bottles at each other. There's a cube up top. No one's taken it yet. Tyrant Star going with Crow on this map. Kind of a tight map for Crow. Very interesting choice here. Kind of unsure about Tyrant Star's choice, but Tyrant Star is a last week's winner, so maybe he knows something that I don't know about Crow on this map. Lame Jalapeno must be so frustrated. Man, there are so many throwers. Darklight and Lame Jalapeno both going with Shellys. So we'll see if the throwers do work out here. Remember, there's no teaming, but the throwers still will probably target the close range guys before they target each other. Lame Jalapeno down to 128, in a lot of trouble, and just could not escape. But Yusuf now pushing Drazrak. Drazrak going forward. Josh probably going to get rid of Drazrak. Josh gets a lot of damage there. Drazrak does go down. Tyrant Star uses the Crow Leaf as a defensive move to escape and takes out Super Psy. So now down to Tyrant Star, Darklight, Yusuf, and Josh. Yusuf the only thrower still alive. So again, throwers don't get as much value when you can't team. It's a really important thing to keep in mind. Josh in trouble, and Josh goes down. Yusuf now at 10. We still might see a thrower take the win here. 10 is going to be so hard to beat. Tyrant Star does go down. The question now, can Darklight dodge enough and get on target? He does not. Yusuf with 10 cubes as Barley takes the win there in round number 2. What an unbelievable play there. We saw so many throws. I think it was 2 Dynamites and 2 Barleys. It was just throwing all over the place. And they went down one by one by one. But in the end, Yusuf, who had a fantastic heat, a preliminary heat, now getting up to 10 cubes and just, you can't survive. I don't care who you are, unless you're big and beefy as well. When a 10 cube brawler hits you, you're probably going down. So Yusuf getting first place in round number 2 off of some fantastic play. Scores are coming in. We'll have those updated for you right about now. So after getting a bagel in the opening round, Yusuf turns things around in number 2 and puts up a big number 1. And Arkwriter goes the opposite direction, starting off with the big 5 and then getting a 0 the next time around. Lame Jalapeno. Sitting currently tied for 3rd place. There's a 3-way tie between Lame Jalapeno, Tyrant Star, and Darklight. Give me a moment here to update our brawler information, and we'll get our brawler list posted here in just a second. All right, so Yusuf went with Barley. Darklight went with Shelly. Tyrant Star went with Crow. Josh went with Bull. Super Psy went with Barley. Drazrak went with Dynamite. Lame Jalapeno went with Shelly. Arkwriter went with Dynamite. Logix went with Carl. I love seeing Carl show up. And Zach went with Daryl the Barrel. Okay, so one more look at our scores before we look at our brawler use so far. And there you go. After 2 rounds, our brawler use, and again, a lot of throwers used that round, and so now we're not going to see much Barley. 3 Barleys down. I wonder if we'll see the other players go to that well. Crow, though, still on the board a lot, as is Leon, as is Spike. We have not seen a Spike yet, so as we move into rounds 3 through 6, expect to see a lot more heavy brawlers. And the big surprise here for me, maybe not a surprise because of the map choice, Pam has not shown up yet. So we might see a round, even though this is meant to avoid the Pam Fest, we might see a Pam Fest in one of these rounds. Let's go ahead and kick off round number 3 in what's already been a pretty exciting finals. Remind myself of a cutting. And there we go. Spectate is up. All right, heading into our 3rd round, a more traditional map here. And oh, I had the automatic queued up. I just want automatic to be automatic. So Josh pulling out the Pam. Now we finally see our first Pam. Logix and AA Yusuf up top. Logix going with Crow. Yusuf going with Penny. And Yusuf's had some luck with Penny so far today in the prelims. Logix and Yusuf doing a dodge around that box. So now we see a couple of Pams come out. Arkwriter and Tyrant Star both going with Pams. We're still at 10, though, of those. That might not last very long with all 4 Pams. Here's the Pam. I told you a Pam Fest was coming, and here we have it. So we have at least 4 Pams right now, but no eliminations yet. Lame Jalapeno going with Crow, camping on the outside. AA Yusuf with his Penny. Trapped a bit, though, between Logix and Tyrant Star. AA Yusuf might be the first one out, and yes, he does go down. So AA Yusuf's playing the Penny does not work out in this case. Gone is AA Yusuf, and our Penny down to 9 brawlers now. And Drazrak could be second. He does go down. Crow is out, eliminated by a nasty Pam. Zach going with Carl this time around. Super Psy in a lot of trouble, trying to dodge the best he can and use his totem, his healing totem to act as a buffer. It does not work, though. Super Psy out. Josh out. I believe that was Super Psy, right? Maybe I was looking at the wrong player. Arkwriter up at 5. 5 cubes for a big, nasty Pam. Zach's Carl, no cubes. So now we actually, it's 2 big Pams. A 6 and a 5, and Lame Jalapeno does go out. So big shocker when the Pams come out. They do make it to the end. Logic's in trouble, is able to heal up, and Tyrant Star chooses to back off because now realizes he's trapped in the middle of 4 other brawlers and in a lot of trouble here. So Tyrant Star wants to get somebody out because, again, it's 2 points versus 1. Logix goes for the elimination, does not get it, and Tyrant Star somehow survives all of that. So not only does Tyrant Star get 2 points, but Tyrant Star is able to heal back up, but Arc Rider sees that. So now he's pressuring. Darklight, though, goes out before Tyrant Star. Next player out, and Tyrant Star, unbelievable. So you do have a former winner here doing a great job trying to dodge here. He's in trouble, does have more cubes than Arc Rider, does not have his super, though. So that's the big question here. Arc Rider might just want to back off. The super does come down. So the question is, will the Storm eliminate Tyrant Star or Arc Rider first? Tyrant Star, Arc Rider, 6 and 8. Who will be the finisher? And Arc Rider does get the win. Tyrant Star goes down. So Pam's all over the place, and of course it is Pam who takes the win there. That was a totally crazy round 3. We waited for the Pams to show up, and when they showed up in force. And of course, it came to Pam versus Pam, and Arc Rider played that one very, very well, realizing potentially that his opponent did not have his super ready and was a little bit damaged. So try to let the Storm do some work and then push at the right time. Arc Rider coming in with his second first-place finish of our finals. Let's look at our scoreboard after 3 rounds. So there you have it with 2 first-place finishes. Arc Rider now sitting at 10. That bagel might come back to bite him, though. In the end, we're looking at the final standings for the podium. Second place, last week's winner, Tyrant Star, and Darklight in his debut, currently sitting in 3rd. Of course, still anybody's game with 3 more rounds to go, but Darklight has to feel pretty good about being at this deep at this stage. All right, let me go ahead and update the brawlers. Logic's going with Crow this time around. Super Psy going with Pam. Darklight going with Pam. Arc Rider going with Pam. Did Josh go with Pam? There were 5 Pams. Wow. And then Zach going with Carl. Wow. So that was a... So let's take a look at our brawler usage after 3 rounds. In that 3rd round, we kind of did see an established meta, and we were waiting for it to come down. Of course, not just a Pam, 5 Pams and 3 Crows got played in our 3rd round. So that's a huge shift now because we're going to see a lot less Pam and Crow in rounds 4, 5, and 6 than you might expect. Of course, we might see another Pam Fest on one of these maps. But that was a huge round for both of those brawlers. Of course, Pam carrying the day. So we'll see what options are left here in round 4 as we move into our next map. All right, let's do it. Matchmake is up. All right. All right, here we go, heading into round number 4. And we are seeing a few Pams and some Leons out early. Lame Jalapeno pulling out a Pam this time around. Drazrak chooses this time to pop his Leon. Tyrant Star, I believe that might be the first Rico we've seen in these finals. Very few Ricos that we've seen so far in this tournament, and even with the sort of more enclosed maps we've seen in the finals, haven't seen a lot of Ricos. So that might be the debut of Rico today. Tyrant Star's Rico, though, is the first one to go. You know, I think that's the second Rico we've seen today. The Rico does not pay off, though. Logic's choosing to pull his Spike out on this map, and up to 4 cubes already. Drazrak goes down, so Leon not paying off for Drazrak in round number 4. Josh going with Bo, and I understand the idea because if you can get Bo's super, create some obstruction in those lanes, putting those mines down can be really annoying, especially as the map begins to enclose a little bit. And as you can see with the Brawl TV, a lot of spectators watching the action right now because we do have a couple big-time pros and players in the mix. 2 Nitas on the board right now. 2 Nitas, 2 Spikes. Super Psy going with Carl and just gets pinched. Unfortunate result for Super Saiyan. Arkwriter, though, our leader, goes down. Darklight with the big elimination. Josh still alive at the bottom. Yusuf with Leon. Zach goes out. Darklight having a really great tournament so far, and at 6, in a good position to finish high in our 4th round. Yusuf does get taken out as well. A little squishy is Leon, so when things get tight, it can be a little bit of trouble, especially when you have a big beta like this one. Darklight trying to get rid of Lame Jalapeno, and he does, and that bear's going to also put a little pressure on Logic. Not too much, though, down to our top 3. Next player out gets 2 points, leaving 3 and 5 for the remainders. And right now, Darklight in a pretty good spot here. He wants to force Josh and Logix to go toe-to-toe here and clean up the mess. And looks like he'll be successful doing that. And he takes out the bigger threat. Logix takes out Josh, and then Darklight takes out Logix. Darklight so far off to a great start in his tournament debut. We'll have scores here in just a second, but it was the Nita play. Got thick early on. We've seen that a couple times today. Nita getting big early and then just pressuring and pounding people. That range is so deceptive, and the damage is higher than you kind of think because she can attack so quickly. So Nita so far showing up pretty nicely here in the finals of Slaton Showdown X. I believe our scores... All right, we'll get our scores here in just a second. Okay, scores are almost all the way in. Okay, take a look at our scores after 4 rounds. And there you go. Now we have a tie up at the top. After Arkwriter getting that second first place finish, goes out kind of early this time around, and Darklight, that win puts him up in the top 2, tied for first right now, and then a bottleneck at 3rd place. Lame Jalapeno, Tyrant Star, and Josh all tied at 7. Double A Yusuf at 6, of course, with 2 rounds to go. We are still pretty tight. Let's get our next round queued up as we go ahead and get these brawlers all placed. Darklight playing a Nita. Is go ahead and just be ready to rock as soon as I get this thing up, because we got to get moving here to finish this thing off. Logix played a Spike. Super Sai played Carl. Double A Yusuf played Leon. Tyrant Star played, oh yes, the unfortunate Rico. Josh went with Bo, and Zach with a K pulled out Nita. Okay, so here you go. Your brawler usage after 4 rounds, and now we're starting to see a lot of that gold come out. Spike's starting to get used. 2 rounds remaining, and not a lot of Pams left. I believe we only have 3 Pams, maybe 4 Pams still in the mix potentially. Still some Crows and Leons left, hasn't been overused. Let's go ahead and jump into our 5th round. 2 rounds to go in these finals. Action is still pretty tight. And matchmake is about to be up. Let's jump in. Let's jump into round number 5. And we're finally on automatic. Tyrant Star going with Nita this time around. Nita has been a very popular choice today in these finals, and she's had, as we said before, a lot of success. Drazerac and Super Sai. Super Sai choosing to pull out his Leon on the stage, and now we finally start seeing Poco. Poco, who's been so dominant when we don't have some of those other brawlers available, and now with some of those other brawlers out because of the new rule, I expect to see maybe some more Poco here in the 5th, and probably even more in the 6th round as people start using their Spikes, their Pams, and their Leons. So we'll see if this is the last Poco or just the first one of the day. Tyrant Star with his Nita. Double A Yusuf does have that Shelly super ready to rock, so could pull that out on anybody at any moment. Still 10 remaining, but not for long. Drazerac in trouble. Tyrant Star gets rid of Drazorak's bow and Arc Rider out as well. So both bows go out fairly early here, and Arc Rider going out early could have a big effect here on our scoreboard as we move into the 5th and 6th round. Remember, Arc Rider at the moment was tied for first, but going out with 0 points this round could change everything. Lame Jalapeno as Spike pinched a little bit here, drops his super, trying to heal back up, but will that healing be enough? And he does escape, so very nice work from Lame Jalapeno. Oh, I spoke way too soon. Darklight as a bow pushes up and puts damage on him. A lot of bows this round. Darklight playing a bow. Logic's also playing a bow. We've already had 2 bows. The Tyrant Star does go down to Super Saiyan in 7th place. Picks up 1 point, but I don't know if 1 point will be enough. Josh, as Crow, is going to run right into that Shelly, and that's really unfortunate. Just, you know, you don't see the Shelly is there. You're a squishy character like Crow, and while you can beat a Shelly at distance, that close is just not going to work out here. So down to our top 4. Everyone here getting at least a couple of points. Zach does go out, gets big 2 points. Logix goes out. So now Yusuf and Darklight. Yusuf supers up and pushes Darklight into the poison, finishes him off with a shot. Very, very nice work to get the win there in round number 5, and this should have a huge impact on our scores. Arc Rider, who was tied for first, going out very early. I don't remember where our other leader went out, so I'll have to check those scores in a moment here. But in the end, it was that Shelly work that finished off the round and might be a major factor in our scoring going into our 6th and potentially final round. Oh, so we do have our scores already. Here are... Taking a look at our scores after 5 rounds, and you see AA Yusuf getting that win does skyrocket him into a tie for 2nd, and Arc Rider getting a 0, staying right there, and most importantly, he and Yusuf are both in range of Tyrant Star, Josh, Lame Jalapeno, and Zach. So an early exit in this round could be disastrous, even for the players who are currently in the lead. I do doubt, though, that Darklight will be eliminated from the podium. It does seem unlikely, but of course, anything can happen. Super Sai. Let me go ahead. Super Sai playing a Leon. And after 5 rounds, taking a look at our brawler usage, and you saw 4 bows here in round number 5. So a big popular choice here in this 5th round. We'll see if that kind of choice remains for this map in the future. Crow mostly off the board now, though a few Crows remain. Poco did make his appearance this time around, so we'll see if there are any more Pocos coming up in our final map. Now, our final map making its debut. Going to be really exciting here when you guys see what we have in store for the 6th round of finals. Let's go ahead and kick off the 6th round and see how this thing shakes out. Will Darklight hold on to his lead? Will Yusuf or Arc Rider take it from him? Will someone shock the world and steal it here at the end? And there you have it. Look at those jump pads. A massive change to Solo Showdown. The jump pads making their debut in this game mode. So curious to see what kind of choices people are making. A lot of ranged brawlers for this map. Pams all over the place, bows all over the place. Darklight choosing to go with a Brock. Logix goes out early, so 1 Pam down. Logix wasn't in contention, but does go out early down to our top 9. Tyrant Star trying to push Drazorak. Drazorak in trouble. Tyrant Star gets the elimination, so good news for Tyrant Star. Lame Jalapeno is taken out by Darklight with the Brock. Now everyone here earning points, but how many points will they earn? Zach sitting at 3 cubes right now with his bow. Arc Rider kind of trapped up top and doesn't have a Crow super to escape, so that might be trouble for Zach there in a moment. Super Side going with bow on our final map. So far, I have not seen really anyone using these jump pads. You know, at most, we might see someone try to use them as an escape mechanism. I doubt anyone using them offensively, but we'll see what happens. You never know what could transpire. This is the first time we've seen this in competitive. Josh, now there you go. Josh trying to use that jump to get away from a dangerous spot. So that's what I suspected how you would see them use. Yusuf might want to do the same, but he's trapped. Yusuf should be eliminated right here. Carl, Tyrant Star taking Yusuf out. 1 more Pam down. Arkwriter trying to finish Zack, and he does at just 102 health remaining. Oh my gosh, Arkwriter, our former champion, trying to make his case for that top spot one more time, sitting on 5 cubes. Tyrant Star going with Carl on this map. Carl, I have to try him out some more here in Solo Showdown now that we've had these new balance changes. Carl getting played a lot today. Josh on 1 cube, no super available, hiding in the middle. Super Sai trapped himself. Oh no, Super Sai stuck. Gonna have to brave the poison, and that's gonna be a lot of poison damage, at least 3 ticks. Tyrant Star takes him out. Super Sai just got stuck behind that part of the map. Josh pushing Darklight towards the bottom. Tyrant Star, 2 down. Now down to our top 2. Arkwriter and Tyrant Star. Tyrant Star at 8 with his Carl. Arkwriter at 5 with his Crow. Both do have their super available, so how are they gonna play this one out? Tyrant Star does not quite have the same versatility with Carl that Arkwriter has with Crow. Crow doing his damage. Arkwriter pushes. Arkwriter takes the win. Avoids a lot of that Carl super damage. That was an unbelievable finish. Let's go ahead and take a look at that replay. It was Arkwriter and trying to avoid that Carl damage at the end. And as soon as the super pops, Arkwriter uses his super to avoid the Carl super damage, drop back down, do a lot himself, and just barely take the victory. That was a fantastic, very skilled finish, using his head, not just to avoid damage, but to apply damage. And will that be enough to put Arkwriter into our #1 spot? Who knows? Now, the big question is it enough to make a tie at the #1 spot? We've seen our tiebreaker rules before, so our scores will be in here in just one moment. This has been a fantastic Slaton Showdown X. Do we have some more in store? We'll find out right now. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do our scores. And here we go, our scores after 6 rounds. And yes, we are going to a bonus round. And what does bonus round mean? Double points in the bonus round. And on top of that, in our bonus round, all brawlers are active once again. So this is crazy. We have a bonus round. All brawlers are active once again. And there we go. Wow, a tie at the top. Remember, it's double points here. Let's go ahead and get that bonus round queued up, and we'll get to the action in just a moment. Let's look at our brawler usage in our 6th round. All right, guys, 1 second while I get the brawler selection plugged in. Someone please inform everybody that we are going to a bonus round. Arkwriter played Crow. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Tyrant Star played Carl. Josh played Leon. Darklight played Brock. Super Sai played Bo. Logix played Pam. Drazrak played Pam. Lame Jalapeno played Colt. Yusuf played Pam. A lot of Pam. And Zach with a K played Bo. So taking a look at our brawler usage in round number 6, and you see there a lot of Pam finally making her way. Pretty much everyone except for Zach used Pam at least 1 time throughout our finals, but still a chance. We are going to our bonus round, so we'll cue that up. Remember, bonus round is double points, so anyone could steal this win. Round 7 of the Slaton Showdown 10 coming your way in just a moment. Please tell me no one left early. Please tell me no one dipped out. Yes, you can play. All brawlers are active for finals, for a bonus round. Well, let's go ahead and get this thing going, because I need to get going too. Double points, all brawlers active. Let's go, guys. Come on. kick this thing off. Let me go to a cut page so I can see that more easily. Feed me carnage. Yes, God of Mayhem, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I am trying to do, but looks like I'm having trouble getting this final. We should have this final bonus round coming here in a second, hopefully, because I need to go take care of my child. Yes, yes, you can use a brawler you already used. Read the rules, everybody. Read the rules. Reading the rules is so cool, because then you don't have to ask me questions about rules that you have in front of you. Guys, this is Slaton Showdown 10. Slaton Showdown 11 next week. We do this every single week. The prize pool will be going up. So news on that soon. And here we go. And here we go, bonus round of Slaton Showdown 10. All brawlers are active, and of course, points are now doubled, and looks like someone dropped out, because I did see a bot there. Maybe they didn't know the points were doubled, or they didn't think they could earn enough points. So big mistake by somebody for dipping out there at the end. Our first elimination, I did not see who it was. Yusuf already up to 4 cubes, so that's pretty wild. Thank you, God of Mayhem, for the bits. Really appreciate that. Down to 9. So a lot of Pams coming out here with the reset, with all brawlers being active. I don't know who didn't show up. Oh, I think Logic's had to dip out. All right, Arc Rider in a little bit of trouble there from Lame Jalapeno, but does survive. Very interesting, Lame Jalapeno choosing Carl. So is Super Sai as well, so I wonder what they know about if they've had a lot of playtime with Carl since the update, and if he's super nasty. Josh going out very early, so Josh's hopes at making the podium are gone. Bot number 1 going into the poison. Bye-bye, Bot 1. You are not going to make it anyway. Down to our top 7. Double points are active. Super Sai at 6. Trying to put some damage on Yusuf. Yusuf in a lot of trouble here. Yusuf in a lot of trouble, down at 550, and Tyrant Star barely gets the shot off. That might have knocked Yusuf off the podium because of the double point situation. We will see. That is absolutely insane. So will those 2 points that he gets because of double points be enough to keep Yusuf on the podium? I do not know. Lame Jalapeno getting tight on Darklight. It does not work out. Darklight with a big beefy Pam able, I say big beefy a lot, don't I? Tyrants are able to, still alive as well. Darklight able to stop that Carl super. Tyrant Star goes down to Super Sai, and Super Sai takes out Drazorak as well, now at 9 cubes. Super Sai might be making a run at the top here. Up at 10 cubes now. A win on this one, double points, could definitely put Super Sai on the podium. I don't know if it'll put him in the #1 spot here. He takes out Darklight. Super Sai probably to take out Arc Rider as well. This is absolutely crazy. Super Sai, who's been knocked out of the money before because of the double point rule, may have just used it to his advantage. So those double points will be calculated here in a second, but that was absolutely crazy. It wasn't that long ago. We went to bonus rounds on Super Sai, who was in the money, who was, I believe, in first place at the time, got knocked off the podium entirely by the bonus round double point rule. This time, Super Sai earning 10 whole points here in this bonus round. That might have put him not just on the podium, but at the top of it. We'll see here in a moment. The scores are being tallied right now. That was absolutely insane. God of Mayhem, thank you very much for that extra bit. And it was the Carl play. It was the Carl play. He had a great couple double eliminations here and there. Super Sai using that Carl super at the right time, offensively and defensively, of course. But something about Carl, I'm gonna have to play Carl some more in my solo showdown games because it appears the players who are in the know, Super Sai, of course, being a pro player in Brawl Stars, he knows something about Carl, how powerful he is now, and rode him potentially all the way to a spot in the money. So our scores have been tallied. Let's take a look after after 7 rounds at our scores here, the final scores for the Slaton Showdown 10. And there you go. Oh my gosh, supersized 10 points, just barely not enough to make the podium. Oh my god, if he'd just gotten 1 or 2 more points early on, that would have been enough, but in this case, does not pull it off. Arc Rider able to stick it out and get into first place. Darklight and AA Yusuf, your top 3 finishers. This was an unbelievable Slaton Showdown, guys. So much fun. Arc Rider making his second appearance as a Slaton Showdown champion, but the first time in the multi-heat era. Darklight with an amazing debut, coming in second place, and AA Yusuf making the podium and getting into the money, I believe now for, it might actually be the first time for AA Yusuf. A multiple-time finalist has never actually walked away with cash. Today he does, so congratulations to Yusuf. Really a fantastic finals for everybody. And this really has been a great one. I love the impact. The new rule has had a fantastic impact on the Slaton Showdown, really changed the game entirely. I want to see how people might adjust their preparation for this in the future, really thinking about those map lists, keeping an eye on the matchups and when brawlers are used, what brawlers are left. I see this as being the thing that might make solo showdown a good competitive format as we go forward. Guys, that's it for the Slaton Showdown 10. Next week, the Slaton Showdown 11. You can register in the Discord. All the rules and information are there. Make sure you read all the rules so you understand exactly how to register and what you can and cannot do within the game. Thursday, April 22nd at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That, of course, is all U.S. time. This was the Slaton Showdown 10. We made it into our Roman numerals. Let's take one more look at our scores through our 7 rounds. And really, again, the play of Darklight coming out from nowhere and making it into our second place spot. Guys, I'm Rich Slaton. Thanks so much for being a part of this. I will see you next week for Slaton Showdown 11. I don't know how to do XI. Peace. Hey guys, thank you so much. That was super crazy fun. I gotta get the heck out of here because I am 7 minutes over my time. Guys, the how you get paid, the rule, everything is in the Discord. Read the rules. It tells you how you get paid. So Yusuf, Darklight, both you guys have not done it before. Go ahead and read the rules. You send me your PayPal information and a screenshot in DMs so I know that it's you. And of course, our champion Arc Rider has been there before, so congrats to you. I will send out all of the payments either later tonight or midday tomorrow. I gotta go take care of my baby. It's been fun. See you guys, and thanks for playing. Peace.